Anytime you're playing music for the crowd instead of yourself, you're fucked. Anytime you're playing music for the crowd, you're fucked. Anytime you're playing music for the crowd instead of yourself, you're fucked. Anytime you're playing music for the crowd instead of yourself, you're fucked.
¿Me escuchas, Jalín? Ah, pero su pedante está ahí metido también. Mándame una invitación, Ángel. Yo lo veo conectado. Bueno, me pone como que tú y él están conectados. Yo me estoy uniendo a una partida que están que supuestamente ustedes dos. A ver si me uno a ti. Mira, ahí me uní a ti. Ah, pero esto es que ustedes tienen un grupo de ustedes dos. Claro, es que me ponen su pedante y me pone abajo Cindy y Ángel y su pedante. Y yo me metí fue a su pedante y le di a unirme. O no sé qué tienen ustedes por ahí, pero a mí me sale chingo y conectado y como si tuvieran un grupo ustedes. Sí, pero sí, pero me parece que así, que ustedes están así más o menos ahí, ¿eh? Sí, sí. Voy a ver si termino el pase de batalla, aunque no creo. Posiblemente sí, posiblemente no. Porque es que aquí sube y sin los doble puntos sube muy lento. Pero muy, muy lento. Y yo lo llevo en el 92.5.
It's got me wrecked in that, but dashboard it's
Just don't look at that.
yeah. Doesn't taste all that either.
Chajos. Déjame jugar con esta almita aquí para terminar de subirla.
But am I going sky?
Tengo que conseguir tiro lejano. Tiro lejanos.
Nice little shot across the map.
Tiro.
Oh, weird. Go on, seats. Where is he? No, outside.
Miércoles.
Does me head in that when someone's absolutely spraying you next to one of your people and you don't have a clue that they're there.
¿Dónde? Mierda, esos putos francos, chaval, es uno solo que dan. Sí, 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 yo sé. Na- Mierda, vino uno por atrás y me frío. No, 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 si eso no pasaron. Joder, nosotros no hemos tomado el cohete general todavía. Me di, cuidado, Merín. Es que ese bicho tiene... Joder. A la grado la bajaron, pero hay otra arma que la han subido un montón.
Estoy jugando con
Aquí yo
él.
la subí entera.
Sí, no, yo la tengo subida, pero estaba ahí, le quiero subir, quiero ver si le saco el camuflaje del más negro ese. Que se le saca valor. ¡Ay no, primo! Mierda, coño. Déjame salir por lo menos. ¡Hala!
Ese de la ventana me lo quita después de la ventana.
Es que a mí me mató el otro. Vale, estoy cogiendo el punto. Qué mal.
Angelín,
El punto de nuestro.
por atrás, Angelín, por atrás. Ey, fui. Ya pedimos, ya. Ya pedimos, ya.
No, no, ¿qué dice? El punto de nuestro, nosotros lo tenemos.
No, que yo pensé que que habían cogido la bomba nuclear.
Ah, el avión que venía, no, no. Hola, qué primo.
Diciendo que esa bala yo no sé qué es lo que tienen, chaval.
Emi. Cónchale. Mira que mentira, digo que no lo mate con la granada. Estoy tomando, estoy tomando. Oh, pero. Qué malo soy, Dios. Estaba tomando el punto, así que. Por atrás, macho, qué cabrón. Sangre. Cogiendo el punto. Ya, ten cuidado. Ese fue que lo había matado antes.
Sí.
Oye,
¡Ah!
hay cosas que estás buscando.
Ya, cierra la puerta. Pues sí, chaval. Vamos aquí atrás. En el punto de nuestro. Atrás, Mike, ten cuidado atrás. Vale, ya lo mataron, lo mataron. Uy, no, pensé que lo habían matado. Bien, bien. Ay, no. Oh. A punto neutro. Me caché, pero si lo... Mike, ¿tú me escuchas?
Sí, sí, sí,
Ah,
sí.
vale, vale, vale.
Ah, pues el tiempo se para hasta que uno no tenga en cuenta general.
Ujú. Después ahora, cuando uno lo tenga, comienza a correr. New York City.
Yo pensé que iba a poner mi última matanza. Ah, bueno, que te mató 3.
Yo soy yo,
Falta
chaval.
uno.
Eso fue una cuádruple que me saqué ahí.
Ya.
Param, pam.
Tengo 10 de 10 ya. Falta. Sigue baja con. Se puede recargar. Puede recargar. Sigue baja. Baja con espacio. Tengo que quitarle todo el espacio. Alarma. Pero esa es eso de último, esa.
No, eso usted tiene que hacerlo siempre de primero, Mike.
Es que esa me la ponen, me la doble casi ahora, por ejemplo.
Bueno, cuando te la desbloqueen, la quita. Y ahí mismito te hace esa. Y la que va y la que va. Bueno, yo hago esa siempre. Esa y la que apoyo el arma a la vez.
Sí.
Esa dos la hago a la vez. Y ahí me voy sacando la dos.
Yo estoy haciendo tiro lejano, apoyando el arma. Y mira, no está mal hacer esa también
Claro,
directamente.
porque esa tiene que hacerla siempre igual. Por eso. Porque seguro ya tú tienes la de que tienes que ponerle los 5 utensilios, ¿no?
Sí.
Ya está. Igual, cuando haga los tiros lejanos, me cago en la puta. Cuando haga los tiros lejanos, siempre trata de hacerlo agachado. Y ahí te hace casi 3 a la vez. 3 o 4 te puede hacer a la vez. Ahí van tomando esto.
Quedé sin bala, me quedé sin bala. Me quedé sin bala, me quedé sin bala.
Uh. Oh. ¿Eh? Ay, ay, ay.
Ah,
No, 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 no. Coño, pero. ¿Qué soy?
joder, me dieron el punto caliente. Acá, pero nosotros no hemos cogido el punto caliente.
No. ¿Cuál fue de los tres que me mató? Ah, vale, que estaba agachado. Ah, está teniendo el de atrás también, madre mía, primo. World Premiere. Dame un segundillo.
¿Tú sabes qué es lo que pasa, Angelito? Ellos tienen la táctica, ellos ponen uno en cada esquina y saben dónde se ponen, tienen su estrategia de dónde ponerse.
Sí.
Ellos saben dónde ponerse ya.
Espera un segundito, pero estoy. Ah, mira, lo puso ahora.
Here we go. Hi, everyone. I'm David Vonderhaar, Studio Design Director at Treyarch. Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across the world, thank you for joining us. Today, we do a little recon across all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming. Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo.
Chaval, lo
We're
siento, yo te lo
always
quité
looking
todo.
for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer game we make, one thing hasn't: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
Ay, mo. Gameplay capturado en PlayStation 5.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
Ay,
to
ma.
keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
Miau.
What are we doing in Miami?
Oh, modo noche.
Let them come.
Hola. Ay, madre. Creo que... Ya. Ya va, ¿te estoy viendo el enlace que yo te envié? ¡Madre mía! Angola en el desierto. Racha de bajar el helicóptero.
Ah, shit.
I'll drive.
Nieve, nieve. Tanque. Un ramo. Moto, tanque. Ya va, yo estoy viendo el COD nuevo. Lo te envié ahí en el enlace del grupo. Por eso no estoy matando a nadie. Yo no que estoy parado aquí, moviéndome así.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Octubre. 8 de
You
octubre.
just saw it.
8 de octubre.
This is an
Ah, vale, es lo que viene. A ver si
unapologetic
coño que metamos.
but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars: deniable operations that deploy around the world, signature combat tailored to how you play, connected experiences that deliver free, robust, ongoing content, and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience is our most immersive yet. And then, we're going to show it to you in a way we never could before, with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations. These are the places in multiplayer you never saw, and the things you never did. The missions that stay off the books, and the targets and sources who stay off the record. The Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always
Pero ¿qué estás haciendo con esa
the
almita?
deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that world building drove each multiplayer level in two ways. With the signature level design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative of unfolding events. The fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert, battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South Beach. Deniable Ops are the Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history books. We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of deniable ops.
Pero ¿qué es lo que tiene que hacer con esa almita?
Later today, you'll see them played. But here's a few of my teammates to share what they love most from how they were made.
My name is Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer. I'm Kendall Snow, associate level designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, senior level designer.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
has lost power and crashed in the deserts of Angola. With higher DGI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
What I love about Satellite
No, pero eso es por atrás, más fácil, ¿no? Tienes que darle por atrás y dejarlo presionado.
Apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants it has to run toward you because it's raised higher than the rest of the map.
Qué rachita me saqué ahí, madre mía.
Full ham, dying again and again. Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's 2 different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
I'll be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do. I have always been
Atrás, casi ya. Lo mató, ¿no?
And there is great cat and mouse style gameplay in Satellite.
The Crash Satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them, or just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps the world knows and loves for how quickly engagements fire up. East and West collide on the open seas in a top-secret mission.
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converge to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet submarine from the ocean floor. The calm waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as players battle for control of large naval vessels.
With no lanes walling you in, players can engage on ships' decks, in the water, and on vehicles like wake runners and gunboats. Armada is chaos in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
A hidden safe house has been discovered right in the heart of the USSR, in the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station. With Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has gone hot.
So the Moscow map
Puedes
is
tirar
set in the dead heart of a big city. So you're wandering through these streets with a bunch of cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you. There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
First thing I do is run right to the center because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And eventually, it doesn't take long, people are going to run through the metro station. So you can just sit there and wait, but chances are there's going to be people running right to your line of fire right off the bat.
It's a classic 3-lane map where teamwork really makes the dream work.
January 17th,
Miami.
1984. This location is heavily influenced by Miami's famous, or perhaps infamous, Ocean Drive.
Eso con la pistola que está ahí haciendo la misión.
Unlike players have seen before.
You can sneak through dark, shadowy alleys, go out onto the beach, out into the ocean.
You can dive in the water and wade along the coast to get the drop on the other side.
Yeah.
You can just go right down the street and bask in the neon light.
The first time I played through Miami, I could hear this 80s nightclub music playing through the walls of one of the buildings. The little details make it lifelike and it becomes a joy to experience.
Basically, my goal is to never be on the main street in the center because that is sniper heaven. And that is...
No, en teoría en house.
So I
En
always go
teoría,
and
si no
try
lo
to
cambian
flank
ahora.
and get those snipers from the back.
Our art and design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience to the players. You'll see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach or engage enemies in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
In Crossroads, NATO has learned a large Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special forces dispatch alongside MI6 to ambush the convoy and secure the weapons before all hell breaks loose.
Soviet convoy disabled.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a boots-on-the-ground feel that feels pulled from the campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But infantry combat doesn't take a backseat in Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage masks movements and provides tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one. And now, running people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
Each environment changes the dynamic of how you play and caters to unique loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
The beaches of Miami, a frozen over lake, the open ocean. Our visual research department racked up miles visiting them all. Because if you're going to deploy around the globe in this game, that required them to do the same. The mission for our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is photo scanning thousands of real-world objects, terrains, and materials. Those assets ensure our upgraded, physically based renderer delivers the best true 4K, high dynamic range with true color and tone, ray tracing on systems that support it, photometric lighting courtesy of our Luminaire system, and overhauled contour terrain system. The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
We've talked a little bit about where you'll play, but let's talk about what you'll play when you get there. In Black Ops Cold War, our classic game modes are returning and they're better than ever. From the tried and true Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Search and Destroy, to the return of the competitive game mode Control, we've taken a fresh eye to all of your favorites. We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay with larger capture zones in Domination. We're updating spawn systems in Hardpoint. And now we show you where the next hardpoint will spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight. Across all of our classic modes, we're working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience yet. And while your go-to modes are coming back better than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next. With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
VIP Escort began with a question. How can we create a game mode inspired by the kind of real-life, totally true, but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort. In Black Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns that on its head with a new mechanic. If you're selected as the VIP, your #1 job, it's to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip Create a Class, you're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing. The mission? Stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via last stand and revive. Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition. Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to victory? I stay close and escort the VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War multiplayer.
Up next, we want to share another new way to play that goes above and beyond that classic 6v6 experience you've come to expect. Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles, each customized and unique to its own environment. But these battles aren't just bigger and more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats, and more. These vehicles amplify the action, sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective. Whether that means building up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake in Crossroads, I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing, in Combined Arms, almost anything can happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy ship and seeing how long I can last before getting taken out. At launch, you can expect even more Combined Arms maps and modes, each tailored and tuned to bring the most fun, frenetic action this format can deliver. Take Armada, our most unique map to date. You saw earlier that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics, as each capture zone requires a different approach. Will you attack surgically with a 2-seater wake runner, gather your squad and storm the main ship? From ziplines that traverse the map to all new naval tactics, Armada is Combined Arms Domination realized, bringing high stakes, high-speed combat to the high seas. On Crossroads, you'll trade your wetsuit for a snowsuit, fighting for control of Soviet bunkers across the frozen tundra. With high-powered tanks patrolling the frozen lake and surrounding roads, you'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers. So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to write in Combined Arms Domination. That's it for Deniable Operations for now. We've ziplined, crossed frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches. That's really just the start of the full Deniable Ops experience. Add up the work on your favorite classic game modes to the arrival of new modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination, and it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer yet. One you can play any way you want and in new ways you never expected. If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new stuff lined up just for you. Stay tuned. This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your Deniable Operations. And now, I'll turn it over to Tony to talk about what we mean when we say signature combat.
Thanks, Matt. Now, a lot has changed for us since the first Black Ops game. From our development pipelines to totally new technologies. But some things haven't changed. And after over a decade of making Black Ops games, we're more inspired than ever to keep honing in on that authentic, classic Black Ops feel, all while taking it to new heights. Now we know that to you, combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands. It's the sound of bullets storming past you, the rattle and bang of firing your weapon. In Cold War, we're back to plausible, boots on the ground combat, and that has allowed us to not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the classic foundations of Black Ops. Heads-up gameplay, automated healing, and grounded movement. keeping your player experience in the front of our minds has also inspired a fresh wave of thinking across our creative class and score streak system, where we're introducing features that bring unprecedented transparency to your planning and cinematic wow moments to when you're playing. Now, innovating systems while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right, and we put everything we have into it for each game. This is an absolute team effort, so I brought some of my friends from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game. and how
No,
they
porque
result in
eso es
a
al paso,
signature
chaval.
combat that feels just right. Here's Max Porter to start us off.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops and the entire Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience. The gun is almost always right in front of you and must look great. From a gun's seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher. But our weapons also need to move in a realistic manner. You'll feel it in this game, whether you're clocking from long range or firing from the hip. When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's gonna move, but a big part of a gun's personality is the sound that it makes. It's like the bark of a dog. We're sort of imagining all these guns as characters. That just adds to that level of realism and that sort of immersive quality that is unique to Call of Duty. It's this multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat systems waiting
Mira,
for you in Cold War.
ponte aquí, si quieres, ponte aquí y lo campeas rápido. No, ahí no, porque ahí te salen por atrás.
Significant and impactful features of multiplayer. Create a class and score streaks. Our goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year,
Sí, ya yo lo maté.
starts
Pero miren,
simple.
ese me apareció ahí mismo, yo no me di
Create a Class will be
cuenta.
a slot-based system. No longer governed by allocations or the Pick 10 system, you'll always boast a full class of a primary, secondary, lethal,
Olo,
tactical,
letal,
field
táctil.
upgrade, and a set of perks. Field
Está
upgrades are items placed in the world to
está
give your team an
llena.
advantage. You can earn them solely based on
Antiaéreo,
time,
que
not
matamos
score.
minas.
They are the only type of game content that works in a cooldown that lasts.
Bien, bien antiaéreo, wow.
Wild cards are back. In this system, in every
Una.
class, you can pick one of 4 wild cards that let you do things like load your primary weapon, with
Ah,
up to
vale,
8
los,
attachments, carry up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Create a Class is the gunsmith. In Black Ops
Vale,
Cold War,
esto ahora.
there are more optics and attachments to unlock and configure than ever before. Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes or attachment points,
Barret.
with at least 6 options per attach point.
Vale, se puede cambiar la
By default,
culata.
you can equip 5 attachments or 8 with the Gunfighter wildcard. For the first time, Gunsmith will show you
Empuñadura.
what equipping an attachment does as a positive or negative percentage. You can now build backwards, speccing
El
out the
agarre de
perfect
mano
gun
igual.
for results you want to see in the field. This takes the guesswork out of the system and helps us on our
La
never-ending
mira.
quest to make the most balanced Call of Duty game you've ever played. There's one more thing I need to talk about. First up, we've updated score streaks so that earned score is kept through death. This change gives all players a chance to engage with score streaks, one of the most visceral and fun experiences across multiplayer's signature combat. If you do go on a streak and string together multiple
La
kills
racha de
before
bajas,
your
¿no?
death,
Vale, pues.
streak score bonuses help you earn into those higher-powered score streak tiers. To prevent score streak spam, each score streak will go on a cooldown after it's used to pace out frequency. So, what score streaks are we talking about? Well, your favorites are back. But we've also got a few surprises. Score streaks in Cold War can be used in all the classic ways: to aid in taking an objective, to save your team, to break up the pace of the game with a fun new experience. We've also tailored strategy into the system.
Te llevaste esa, la que estaba ahí.
Can often be neutralized with a counter score streak. And now I'll pass it over to Sunny to share more about our operators and how they move in Black Ops Cold War.
Elites, covert, powerful. When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of even the smallest elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every scenario. Thanks to increased dynamic bone counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity. The weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades, to the way a wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever. Here's 4 specific ways movement has improved through new cutting-edge techniques in animation and programmatic movement.
Es que te digo atrás y te quedaste igualito, parado.
This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint, and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of like where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start in
Atrás,
a
Mike.
position in a
Vale, lo maté.
This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly, we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator. And this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever. The era of the game might be the 80s, but the characters you play will move and shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
Signature combat. It isn't just how a gun is shot, it's how that gun feels, how it sounds, how it's designed to create a combat experience. And combat isn't just about conflict, it's also movement. So the fluid ways in which your operators shift around the AO and carry the gear you outfit them in is just as important as the choices you give them. Choices like the overhauled Creative Class system, or all those attachment possibilities in Gunsmith, or the new ways you can earn and deploy score streaks in the thick of battle. These combat initiatives work together to deliver the most intuitive, plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground experience possible. And they're at the heart of Black Ops Cold War. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Miles, who's going to discuss some of the biggest innovations yet.
Thanks, Tony. All right, everyone, let's talk Warzone. You've seen how we're pouring it all into the Cold War multiplayer experience, but let's confirm it right here, right now. Black Ops Cold War will also usher in the next evolution of Call of Duty Warzone, continuing and expanding the blockbuster Battle Royale free-to-play experience. And it'll be a true evolution, with Warzone not merely picking up where the Modern Warfare climax left off narratively, but also interweaving the themes, locations, weapons, and vehicles of Black Ops Cold War right into the action. Cold War and Warzone will also share post-launch content from a narrative standpoint across both the Battle Pass system and item shop content. This interlinks Call of Duty in ways that evolve the Warzone experience while delivering jaw-dropping moments. So yeah, you can expect some surprises along the way. One surprise
No, porque esos son los mapas que están en la línea.
starting over. It's important to us that you can still use your characters.
Es que se lo van a poner siempre esos dos mapas, porque esos son los mapas que están
And progress in Cold War is reflected in Warzone.
en el evento.
While these are two very big games, from the beginning they've been built to work together. Your player experience is
Como dije a Chingo, porque a Chingo estaban jugando el mapa ayer, que me decía que eso es nuevo, digo, no, son los primeros. Por eso mismo, porque Chingo solo juega aquí también.
Still available for use in both Warzone and Modern Warfare.
Y los otros mapas uno lo va conociendo también.
Partners across Call of Duty to preserve continuity while building a new chapter of Warzone that will immerse you into all of the best elements of Black Ops Cold War.
Sí, pero no, pero que solo estamos jugando en que solo lo van a poner todo siempre. Si quieres jugamos lo que yo juego, que me gusta jugar, que hay mapa variado ahí.
We can't wait for you to see how Verdansk and all of Call of Duty will evolve in the year ahead. But that sense of interconnectedness, it extends beyond just Warzone. That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will not only support cross-platform play and progression, but will also deliver cross-generation play to the game. That's because Black Ops Cold War is, at its heart, a connected experience. And playing together on whatever platforms you prefer only betters that experience. Crossplay and cross-progression across current and next-generation systems across all modes.
Domination versus contra 12 contra 12. Madre
It's worth
mía.
it to allow fans who have never had a chance to play together to squad up and deploy, no barriers between them. And with a Battle Pass system delivering a steady stream of post-launch content, Black Ops Cold War will be the very first cross-platform, cross-generation Call of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history. Vaughn, where do we go next?
Yeah, Miles, on the subject of platforms, we've got a very special guest. Mark from
Madre que me parió.
Hey, what's up, Van? On behalf of Beanox, we are extremely excited and proud to bring Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to Battle.net as the lead PC developer. PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development for the Call of Duty
Mierda, están cogiendo.
In addition to the major improvements we have made to Call of Duty PC in the past, including uncapped frame rates, high refresh rate support, and customized field of view, we're always looking for ways to improve features.
Está ahí el tío con el puto escudo, macho.
One of the biggest improvements this year is that the Black Ops engine now runs on DirectX 12. This has led to a huge improvement in terms of performance and latency reduction. For players who prioritize immersive gameplay, we have a great partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray tracing performance accelerating deep learning super sampling or DLSS, and
NVIDIA refrescó latency.
optimization technology. We will implement ray trace shadows and
Estoy viendo el directo, están saliendo cosas. Jodido.
This improves surface and contact detail and fixes
Es que estoy viendo el directo del nuevo COD.
traditional shadow mapping techniques like aliasing
Mira, a ver, está bien.
disconnected shadows. Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality of the game. For players looking for better responsiveness, we've integrated the Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency. This combines both GPU and game optimization. We're also happy to announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future. We have so much more to talk about, but right now I would like to hand it back to David Van Der. Van?
We've declassified a whole lot today, and one thing is clear. Black Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best. Realistic, plausible, gritty. You've seen our team-wide commitment to storytelling, infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War narrative into everything we do, even in multiplayer. You've seen our emphasis on authenticity shine through every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start, as we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new and limited time modes. No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you. Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid. Feel powerful when you need to be, and customized just the way you want to be. The new Creative Class and Score Streak systems give you even more of what you love, infusing more control and cinematic moments with less friction between you and the gameplay than ever before. And this is a true connected experience. Warzone and Cold War. The events in one will impact the events in the other, expanding Call of Duty in new ways you've never seen before. And Black Ops Cold War is not only a cross-platform game, but it's also a cross-generation cross-platform game. Now, that should be the end of our show, but this wouldn't be a Black Ops multiplayer reveal without some Black Ops-style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is, how it feels, what it does, but for over 10 years, Black Ops is also something else. A game that consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer means. our team relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer new types of multiplayer experiences. In Black Ops Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam. This new format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fireteam format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity, and it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called Fireteams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bombs positioned around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate a toxic battlefield. Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate. We can't wait to tell you even more about Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the other Fireteam modes and maps in the weeks ahead as we get closer to our public beta. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
Dale, dame.
Big Papa kick the war around. Jack force of other side. Any repercussions you must bitch clip all the time. Big Papa kick the war around. Rule flows, and that's how it goes.
Go, go, go! Time to punch that top guard.
Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
Let's do this!
Strike inbound. Evasive maneuver.
Ah, shit.
Soviet convoy disabled.
I'll drive.
Big Papa kick the war around. And that's how it goes.
Keep punching! Go! Over here!
War flows, and that's how it goes.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Sí, yo tengo RPG.
Welcome to the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War worldwide multiplayer reveal. The devs from Treyarch just gave us our first look into the details around the next generation of global combat for Cold War multiplayer, so thank you, team.
We are pumped to start showcasing all the different deniable operations and signature combat experiences they've been talking about. This right here is where we step into the awesome chaos of multiplayer, and wow, does what they've got on tap this year look good.
We're going live with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, bringing you action from dozens of top creators and CDL pros from across the planet, from their homes to our studio to you in a way and scale we've never done before. Each one of them is about to deep dive into the game, and we'll be jumping on board with them to get you all the action from their point of view.
Right here is the place where we're giving you the goods. Core 6v6 style Black Ops modes like TDM, Kill Confirmed, and Domination.
And we're about to wreak some havoc in brand new modes like Combined Arms, which just happens to include the vehicle-fueled warfare we gave you a little taste test of earlier. This unprecedented
Ten cuidado, mato uno ahí.
You're about to get your first good look at the highly competitive VIP escort mode.
And as a bonus for everyone watching this stream, we'll also talk about how Treyarch is approaching free post-launch content for Black Ops Cold War, as well as how they've optimized multiplayer for PlayStation 5.
This sounds awesome! Are you okay? Are you ready?
Holy shit, yes, I am ready!
Let's do this!
What's up, guys? I'm Nameless, and I'm here to make sure that you guys don't miss any of the crazy moments that we have throughout the day. We have some of the top streamers from around the entire world itching to play Cold War, and we're going to be kicking it off here very shortly. These guys have been streaming. These are your favorite guys playing, different games that we've had over the years, and playing up some of them on the screen right now. We are going to have some of the guys that I've been loving to play with and watch over the years. Bobby Paul Gaming, Drifter, Cat Conti, Cat Gun, Legion. You know these guys from YouTube, from Twitch, from all over the world. One of my favorites being Nick Merckx, Noah J, Sean J Gaming, and also Marksman. I can't wait to watch these guys drop in on our Armada. Symphony, Teep, Tim the Tatman, hopefully he can stay on the map, and also Try Max. It's going to be an incredible day. We also have many more, as well as some of our CDL pros. They're going to be all participating today. And now let's take a look at what these guys are going to be starting off with. We have 12 versus 12 Combined Arms Domination on Armada. This is the first map ever to be fully on water. But let's kick things off.
Ayer.
Thank you so much, Nameless. Yes.
Encima que ayer quería jugar
I'm just so excited.
Marcelo tiro lejano y solo salía el chisme. Pero si tú quieres le damos otro mapa. ¿Te doy para atrás?
Looks so darn good.
Yeah, it's like death taxes, and we know we've got a new Call of Duty every year, and I'm excited to get into this and look at all, the new modes, the new vehicles, all the stuff we're going to touch on, whether it's for casual player, competitive player. We're going to go through all the cool features this game has. We've obviously had some eyes on with it, seen some of the players playing it, looked at some of the internal stuff, and it's just really cool, like the passion and excitement. Well, you saw from all the devs, everybody's ready to get this game out there for people to play.
Yeah, just so many new things that we're going to be taking a look at, just so many new features. As Nameless was saying, this map entirely on water. There's vehicles you can take around the map. You can play on the boats. There's going to be 5 different zones. It's first to 400. And well, there's just so many different ways to play the map.
All right, so kicking it off with Noah J, the Easter egg man himself. He has been popping off lately. It's awesome to see his success, and obviously a very talented Call of Duty player in his own right. We'll see if he can hit with a sniper. Just taking a look at our good buddy Mud Dog's in there, Jericho, Teep. You've got a full laundry list of just popular streamers going off as Noah J hitting shots.
And just right away, you look at this map, you look at this gameplay, and doesn't it just look like Treyarch? The color palette pops out. You have so many different attachments that we're going to be going with. You see the kill feed. You have the traditional Black Ops mini map.
Man, I just love Treyarch.
No, yeah, I love the mini maps. So the first things we noticed when you took a look at the new title coming out this year. But Noah, as you'll see in pubs more often than not, he's set up in a power position, snipe in hand, just looking to drop numbers. But yeah, I mean, he's been around for so long, comfortable with every dev, every title, as he's experienced everything Call of Duty has to offer. But yeah, it's what Nameless was saying. Just this is like what the first map that's completely on water. You already see score streaks coming in. I believe that was a attack chopper in, as he is just dominating the other team, but still a tight race in the score department.
Yeah, I mean, his first clip when he first tweeted out, I was watching as you guys were introing it. You know, we're going through the devs, and he goes sniping.
Ahora se conectó el chino.
Noah's so excited. You see the zip line coming through from ship to ship. It just looks so smooth. Chaos in the air. The attack choppers going down, and his team with a slight little lead.
Well, let's see if he can keep it rolling. It's been one heck of a life for him. You know how much he loves to operate with that snipe in hand. He's got the shotgun for close range. A reminder, combined arms domination, 12v12. And we're going to be showing a wide range of stuff today, right? We're going to have some 6v6, 12v12, showing different maps, from your 3-lane maps to your more open kind of sandbox maps as well. There's something for every player in this title, and you know we'll progress through that over the course of the next 2 hours or so. But just exciting to see the new twists on gameplay that Treyarch have to provide. Obviously, we love working with them, and the gameplay they've come up with throughout their cycles has just been insane.
Yeah, and something to notice today when we're going through domination, something that's a little bit new
Llegó
compared to past Call of
Chingüe.
Duty titles. It's not just one flag. It's more of an area that you're really going to be capturing. It's going to create more of a, I think, a combat dynamic around those zones, right?
Hoy estaba haciendo tutorial en el gimnasio, de que deje esa cotorra.
But here as well, it sounds like we're hopping on board with swag. We're going to be jumping from lobby to lobby. We got a lot of different creators as they get started.
No, si el íntegra no miente, si el íntegra no miente, hoy tú estabas haciendo tutoriales ahí en el gimnasio.
One of my favorite streamers to watch. You know, he gets in some of these big tournaments he'll play in on Warzone in various modes, and Jericho, maybe not the most talented player in the entire world. But you know what? He's handsome. He's one of the most entertaining streamers in the world, and I love him. I love Jericho.
He loves to have fun, and that's what's important. You know, he's trying to show off the zip lines a little bit. You can hear him talking a little bit. I mean, they've had some experiences. Well, this is Sky's one of the CDL pros. He was an MVP candidate for us, but here you go. You see him taking a boat, trying to capture this A zone, and yeah, swimming. Well, when was the last time we saw swimming? What, Black Ops? Right? So you have features from past titles in this game.
We'll see what he can do from the sneaky underwater position.
No, nada. Partida multiplayer.
As his team, I think, doesn't have a single cap as of now. But remember, we're going to be hopping through a variety of matchups. Right? There's a lot of players playing this, a lot of different.
Vamos a salir, dale para atrás.
Score looks a little bit different. We're just hopping to a ton of different.
Dale para atrás.
And showing you guys how stuff is breaking
No,
down.
que dice está.
As we go right over to Marksman,
Agua que
he's in the
invita
boat,
chivo.
looking to get busy.
Yeah, you can see he's got a turret on him as well. Well, you can hear that minigun go off later. Priesta, that's a nice headshot. Marksman, known for his search and destroy gameplay. He has been playing Call of Duty for so long since, I mean, we've been involved. So great to see him involved today. But yeah, just patrolling the air right now with this boat. And well, Swag, he's got the MP5, the classic MP5, and you can just hear Tim yelling.
Yes, Tim, I get it. I'm not a father, but I am also bald. And I know it makes life a little bit more difficult. But Tim, there is love out there for bald men like us, and you're an absolute beast. But yeah, are you surprised to see Swag with an MP5 in hand?
Now,
Looks to be very natural.
Yeah, getting aggressive, right? You watch him play Warzone, he gets it. Tim, on the other hand, you see the movement coming in. Yeah, a lot of these guys, they're used to Modern Warfare. It's going to take them some time to get used to the movement throughout the maps, and nice shots on it by Tim. He's rocking that assault rifle.
Clip it and ship it. Well, it's going to be interesting, too. You've seen, like, they talked a little bit about the score streak stuff and how it's going to work, right? That's going to carry on through death, and depending if you're getting a lot of kills within that one death, there's a multiplayer to work with. But also, one thing I kind of like is, you know, we've talked about sort of score streak spam in the past when somebody's going off. The fact that there's going to be kind of a cooldown on it, so there won't be that same spam, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited to see the various pub modes, but we'll take a look at kind of the loadout screen as he's changing, getting into a different one. So I think that's Courage.
Vale. consigue 5.
At least I do. So that's what I'm gonna go looking for.
Ah, vale, vale. Vale, por supuesto, a mí me dice, consigue 3 bajas en 5 partidas distintas mientras usa la ventaja más dinero en la reneta.
So darn good in this area, all the different graphics, all the different colors.
I was actually thinking about that. Like, it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy like how wild, like just water graphics have gone. Now that's like a silly thing to talk about when you think about years and years and years ago, like various games. Like it's just nutty how far it's come.
They're all above me. If I try to go out any other way, oh god.
Trying to figure out what he wants, but I just love the 74U. It's always been one of my favorite guns, back from COD 4, back from Black Ops 1. I am so excited. Back in Cold War. Nice shots by Drifter with that headshot, taking down Hutch. Hutch. As he just continues to go around this zone, and well, that's not Hutch.
Well, that's Karma. That's one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time. Absolute monster.
And he's actually one of my favorites to watch.
Yo la reneta yo la tengo pinteada de fea, pa.
He is always switching it up, trying different weapons. Like the guy just loves playing COD.
No, solo me falta eso. No, solo me falta eso. Pero yo no tenía ni idea cómo se hacía, sinceramente. Vamos.
Seth Abner, absolute monster. Yeah, I'm not sure who Abner is, but yeah, Seth Abner.
Tres personas en 3 partidas diferentes.
Well, maybe to a different POV.
Wait. Oh, he was watching Scum. Oh. He wasn't even playing. We were watching Scum. Whoa, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay. I was wondering why I was hearing kind of Seth's call-outs more than anything. And this is a neighbor.
El dual.
What's going
Para
on
dual.
there, Joe?
I mean, listen, the guy as a boat just flew up.
Pero loco, tiene que tener ese todo desbloqueado casi del arma, porque a lo último que está en ventaja, ya a lo último.
He didn't have the best year for the Seattle Surge, and listen,
Pero a lo último tiene que tener el arma pimpiada.
I don't know what that really means, but I love it.
Yeah, and this is a guy whose company we've enjoyed a
Yo tengo
lot this
esa,
year
la
Call of Duty with.
reneta yo la tengo pimpiada.
Absolute monster, one of the most talented aimers I've ever had the privilege of playing with. The guy is nutty, and well, you can see how accurate he can be. There's Hutchy Poo. How you doing, sir?
Hutch back
En el
back of
46.
the boat. Is he just going to get it? Get on the turret as well. Tries to take down.
En la secundaria, sí, no, tú pones la pistola, te sale el lanzacohete y el arma cuerpo a cuerpo.
Looks incredible.
Claro, tiene que ser uno de esas dos.
As much as we can talk about different maps and competitive and 3 lanes or sandbox, wherever it is, like at its core, Call of Duty is just fun. And this just looks like it's going to be a blast. Because I'm at the most comfortable in the water, Joe. I'm a modern day Aquaman. No, I hate the ocean, to be honest with you.
Hay que tener mira, ¿para qué tú usas mira con la pistola?
Nope.
Ay, che.
That's what they need to add, just sharks, dude. You're in there.
También con mira.
Calling Jaws, I like that.
I'm with that. You're fucking high. I don't think Nick is very pleased with how that gunfight just went for him.
No, he got smoked. He got headshotted.
Sometimes
you get headshot in Call of Duty, that messes with you. But Nick, we know how into the game Nick is based on where his cam is. Nice shots right there on the Symphony. And if you can see his forehead, he's into it.
He's not, yeah, like, he's not sweating.
No, yo, sí, por partida ya llevo la 3.
Yes. I guess it would only be hacked.
Yeah, right. Well, over to Legion, God, if you haven't checked out his stream, one of the more entertaining people.
Lo siento, chingo.
Fantastic singing voice as well.
I don't know what he's doing.
Diablo!
You want to come in here and see my watch?
What's up, these old slap shop? Yeah, I do.
I think he's just.
Yo le di para agacharme y el cabrón me dio en la cabeza.
Playing the alpha right
now. Yeah, no, this is live for us too. All of it.
Prestige,
live action going down now.
Tu helicóptero, macho, está.
He's gonna try to answer some questions with
Está ligado.
Go ahead, take him through it.
Yeah, no, Joe and I'll just shut up. He's just breaking it down for you guys. This is fantastic.
That's the best way to explain
I like that. As he takes his zip line.
It's not as big as ground war, smaller teams.
He's got a shotgun.
It's 12v12.
Okay. Yeah, 12v12, not as big as ground war.
Flags on.
You know what blows my mind about this stuff? Because obviously, well, I'm not very good at it, but like, I can like answer questions with viewers and stuff while I'm playing, but doing like a full like commentary and like answering a lot of questions, like I can't do it. Like I get people doing it like over their gameplay as like a VOD thing, but that's a skill to just sit there and just still play casually and fry while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean he didn't have game audio up. He was there like I'm going to present to you Call of Duty.
No, no me mató otro de frente que me dio en la cabeza. Hay que estar mitad de lejos, no.
This guy, I'm sure he's already got some ridiculous clips on his YouTube, on his social
Tengo que ver, le voy a poner.
Honestly, it just depends. If you're about 7 to 8 hours in, your hands are warmed up. That's the hot spot, yeah.
Not that we recommend gaming that long, but I
Me voy acá.
Over to Sean J Gaming, looking for the angles. Nice little cheeky position there as people are pushing out. Able to multiple. You see the health bar in effect too. They're just cutting through the opposition, trying to work towards that E cap. As we get back over to Drifter, well, getting in the boat didn't go super well.
Deputy had bad.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Deputy had bad. You got to watch out for Enable because you're about to get had bad.
And listen, for some of these content creators, there are some demons in these lobbies in the Call of Duty Elite Pros that. Listen, it's going to be tough for them to win.
Wait, what is Scump? Look at the kill feed.
He's on he's got a chopper gunner. If we can go to Scump's point of view, I don't know if we could switch, but he's doing some crazy stuff in streaks.
I'm pretty sure I just saw like 7 to 8 straight kills pop
that's
up
a
for
car.
Scump.
It's an RC car. Classic.
Ese mío. Miércoles. Ya me dieron asistencia ahí, vi.
As he is just keeping it rocking. AK 7-4U in hand. Streaks have been soaring. They're up 100 points, and the king is here. Oh, again, surprise!
Timmy. Oh, Timmy's got an artillery called in. That's going to connect with you. You hear Jack. Jack is just lighting it up in the kill feed with the chopper gunner. It seems like some of our players are starting to figure this out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys, like, it's been cool to see them like kind of come back to their roots. You know, they'll play other titles at times, but just coming back to their love for Call of Duty. Like Tim, for example, has just been loving the grind as of late. Courage JD, one of my best pals, and I hate to give him credit, but he's actually pretty nasty at the game as well.
Hutch has just been in the water.
He's exploring.
No, he is. Listen, that's what you're going to see.
Well, he's been playing like Flight Simulator as of late, so that probably feels more natural for him right now, just exploring. But I'll tell you what, if they put like I don't know what they're called, the wake runners or the jet skis in the game, like they put that in the CDL, do you think that Doug Sensor Martin actually could get on a pro team?
We'll have to look at the maps, but there's an opportunity. He's got
Yo creo que ese sería obligado.
If there's a jet ski, there's a chance.
You know he's got the determination.
A ver si me la da con.
He's retiring. He's back. He's retiring. We love you, Doug Sensor Martin.
Sí, ya. Prima te vende con la pistoleta y por cojones. Con su madre.
I pride myself in my accents, but he might be a little bit better at it than I am.
This map, besides the sniper rifle right now, because we don't have enough time left to switch
I don't think
up.
so.
But I'm going to show you guys like the RPD.
Okay, so it looks like a lot of people want to see the sniper.
The undisputed champ of weapons.
Well, yeah, it looks like it's just one of those maps that it's either like long range fights with a sniper or close range up close and personal with a shotgun or an MP5. But there's the defeat.
Dude, I kept hearing someone go, "Oh my gosh, that's his sub sound." That's what that was. I literally just kept hearing it going over and over and over again. I was like, "What is going on in this stream?"
That makes sense. Make sure I'm doing everything I need to be doing. Well, as he thanks to subs, we wrap up the first map. Alicia, enjoy that little 70 train. Hope you're having a great time. But
we got it out here.
We're going to go through a lot of different maps and modes. That was the first of the 12v12 on Armada.
And then you see some, the post game. You have score, you have damage dealt, you have eliminations again. You had EKIA and Black Ops 4. It looks like that's making that return, and you can sort of see your past history throughout that. So it's awesome to see.
Yeah, very clean. But they'll get ready, locked and loaded to get into the next game as we continue on through the Cold War multiplayer reveal. We hope you like to look at the first map. But again, this is going to be a wide range. We're going to try and show everything, like more vehicle and sandbox maps like you just saw there. We'll get to smaller maps as well as we continue on through.
I want to check out Miami.
Yeah, Miami just looked... It was just easy on the eyes, right?
It looks pretty.
It was just pretty. It was absolutely beautiful. But we kind of talked through the gameplay. We saw a lot of different POVs to break down some of the best moments.
Sí, yo la he visto.
The Nameless.
Thanks, guys. That was an incredible
Ah, yo creo que a la René también se le pone la culata. No, creo que no. No, 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 no. Oh, sí, pero no, tengo que mirarlo para ver.
Everybody to do. You saw marksman loving the boat. You saw a lot of people sniping, and then you saw some of our CDL pros like Scump using that AK-74.
Ya va, soy un asesino con esta armita, man. Lógico, de cerca, de lejos, me comen vivo.
You can try to snipe somebody off the zip line, but those guys are moving really, really fast, so it could be very difficult. So as you can see right here, we have Noah J. He's using a sniper and a shotgun, and Sky's one of our CDL.
Nada, lo siento, mío, es mío.
And what I find interesting about the boats is
Sí, yo me giré. ¿Tú no viste el giro que le hice ahí? Que parecía un profesional.
Yeah, Marksman was just hanging out with this boat, dude, just driving around. He's the
Sí, ¿tú no viste el girito que le hice ahí cuando me agaché? Parecía un asesino.
Sky out of nowhere, I think a naval just bumped into it, but we see some M4s. For those of you who love Warzone, the M4's back, and it's fantastic in this game. You can see them beaming people long range. Symphony. This guy has the absolute best shot in the game. Nick Merckx was running that 74U as well. He was just trying to get up close and personal.
Y me gusta ahí que esto vaya escondido, porque yo voy calladito como...
Trying to pick up those streaks, and I also noticed a lot
Que la
of
gente...
players loving to use that
Que la gente 007.
hipfire people up close and string together multi-kills, as well as the sniper right here, just fantastic headshots. He had an opportunity for the triple, and he was trying to get the feed, and you can hear him, he raged right there at the
Y está en el cosita ese ahí.
This is one of my favorites.
Me cago en la puta por atrás, macho, que bro.
Inner jet ski, trying to pick up some kills, and you know the element of
Ahí hubo uno que le quité su caja. Que le tiene que estar cagándose en todo su sudor.
Legion as well with the sniper here, picking up some kill feeds, getting one of those final kill cams. Ultimately, his team ended up losing the game, but that was just an insane way to start it off. You saw Scump pick up that chopper gunner. He picked up like 8-9 kills, but for now, we got to watch some more gameplay. So take it away, Jess.
Thank you so much, Ant. Yeah, I am so excited to see these VIP escort missions. It's matches rather. It's 6v6. Is one player on board is the VIP, and depending on which team you're on, you're either trying to rescue the VIP or kill them. So I cannot wait. I believe we're going to be playing on Miami. So that's the map that Merc and Maven, I know you guys were just hyping up. So take it away, guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited to see the new mode, but yeah, really to see Miami. It was cool to hear kind of the level designers talk about it, but aesthetically it was just very, very pleasing. I like neon lights. I like colors. It looked gorgeous, Joe, just like your eyes.
Listen, I would love to go on a date in Miami with you when this
we
is
did.
all
Wait,
done.
we did that last year.
Yeah,
we went there for some football event.
Right
we went and saw a film together. We had a nice day.
Oye, ¿quién dice se me quitó ahorita? Hace un ratito. Solo me daban asistencia.
The way the levels designers talked about it, there's just a lot of different elements to it. It's sort of, you can play very aggressive through the middle of the street, but I don't know if we're going to Miami. I think we're actually going to Satellite. It looks to be the next map.
Cuidado ahí.
Yeah, so we'll get to that.
Lo llévate.
We'll be playing 6v6, kill confirmed on Satellite. When you talk about Satellite, not a lot of buildings to go.
No, it's all terrain. There are no buildings.
Detrás, van detrás, ¿vale? Va uno con una escopeta y que me tiene sofocado el cabrón ya.
Around that sort of center satellite.
Yeah, and kill confirmed has obviously been a fan favorite. That's always been my go-to for, I don't even know why, like pubs and just leveling up.
Tú verás, después que haga esto me voy a poner con la escopetica esa.
And it's just always been fun because it's like TDM but adds that little objective thing. Because for those of us that aren't as talented like me,
para que me mencionen hasta el muerto.
Well, it's like this momentum mode where, like, if you get going, you get the kills, you get the objectives, you can have some big games, but I am
te salvé la vida. No, mentira, pensé que te había salvado la vida, chaval.
You can play sort of out in the dunes with snipers, you can play close quarters.
Well, how different is it from what we just saw? We were just in the
very different.
Open water with jet skis and boats. Now we're heading to the desert, so should be quite a bit different, but you're probably going to see people messing with all different types of weapons, and yeah, this is a lot more similar to last year when you talk about stuff like Gunsmith and the attachments that you can put on guns and how you can deck them out. And just the amount of variance that you can
está viendo
last year, they really like. I guess the more you can customize, the better in a lot of people's eyes.
Lo nuevo del COD, el multiplayer.
Well, it's just a sort of, you have the weapon, and I think in past.
Pues yo envié un enlace ahí al.
It was basically, it had one play style around it, right? And I think what last year
el grupo.
do is you can use that weapon
Hace un ratito.
So many different ways. So
Ay,
it's a combination.
ay, verdad. Ay, yo lo tengo en mi canal del Facebook.
You can also switch those weapons up.
So my LMG is suddenly an SMG? What did I do?
Yeah, what is this 60-round mag that I have a quick reload? This is awesome.
Yeah, the variance that you can have is nuts. And, well, Drifter, if you haven't watched him before, he is the guy to watch talk about weapons. Like, I remember, God, this is all the way back in like AW or something, but he was like telling pro players to use one weapon versus another because the RPM of the bullets was fast. He really breaks it down on a technical level. So if you ever want to check him out, very, very cool. But right now we're basically just waiting on one of these differing squads we have. It looks like they're getting ready to load in now.
That is cool. The way look at that. The way you load into the map.
It almost looks like something from like a major motion.
It looks like a trailer
from a movie. Yeah, like a movie trailer.
It looks so cool. Oh, you have the entrance as well. You come in on the dune buggies, and then you go to war.
It's a Mad Max, right?
Yeah, this is so dope.
Let's get right into the mix.
This is not my skill set exactly, so I hope that you're ready for some.
I'm ready.
Hey.
Okay. That's fine.
Sí, tiene que desbloquearle para la 3 el cañón ese para la 3 para que tire 3 ráfagas. Pero son 3 ráfagas, no automáticas, 3 ráfagas. Pero eso sí. Eso lo tira rápido. Ve que mira, yo ahora mismo me acabo así.
This is what the devs are talking about. You have this sort of left side of the map. It looks like where Teep's at right now. We love Tyler T.
Pongan chisme, la hago de una vez, me voy. A ver si, pero el chisme tiene a ver si tengo el escopeta.
Close pass, and then you can go to the other side where you have everything open.
You see Teep just trying to find kind of talking with his stream about guns that he likes. Some that have been more powerful. Some he's like to roll. Type 63 in hand now, and you heard him say it hits hard. Like it looks like he's like 2 or 3 shotting the players he's pushing.
Yeah, this is a semi-auto gun. Somebody use this gun for probably a couple more times, and then I'm gonna switch it up. This one's pretty good on this map, though.
So he's got the semi-auto gun, and now we both expect Teep to have some big games today.
Give me that.
As he starts to snap on board, and there is a Sim with the 74U. Again, I think the 74U just right away going to be people's favorite.
This is just one of those like all-time favorite guns.
No, el líder en teoría soy yo.
Yeah, I think this map will be just a blast, like fast-paced combat. As we mentioned, it's all terrain, so no buildings, just all finessing around these dunes and blown-up planes. You see
and you can see sort of like the sliding, right? Because looks like the sliding mechanic very quick as we're on board with Midnight. We love Midnight, one of the best snipers. She has been around for so long, and she is locked into the stream, just trying to figure out what she wants to use, rocking the Peloton right now. But you gotta go through your sensitivities, you gotta get comfortable.
Yeah, I guess you can.
That's like the thing I do for like the first hour of a new Call of Duty. It's just going through all the settings, making sure everything's set right.
Especially nowadays, you're like, what does this do?
I can change dead zone and zoom sense. And
whoa.
There's no sniper glint. That's another thing.
Yeah, once you could. What was the first title where you could like go to like a fraction of a point? Like instead of like 5.5, 6.6, it's like 6.17. Yeah. All right.
Ahora.
Fine tune. That just goes back to kind of what we're talking about. The level of customization, and Hutch is just mind blown currently by the level of talent in this lobby.
Yeah, they used to talk about Ricky, who is Los Angeles Guerrillas coach, so he used to be a pro player, doesn't miss much.
Yeah.
Coño, espera, dame salir. Lo invito.
I think, we're low-tier street gang out here.
Were other streamers asking him not to use DRC because he's just blowing them up?
Ahora que estoy haciendo eso ahí.
What is that? That looks good.
I appreciate the 14 month. I'm going to show you guys do the
Yeah, he missed all of his shots, and Typical Gamer did not. His Legion got fried, and
all right, say a prayer.
Now he is his papa.
Yeah, you have all these content creators and pros, and they want to put up the biggest games today, right? Like, they want the most eyes on them. They're trying to say, hey, did you see what I just did today?
Yeah, so just a reminder, in case you weren't aware, like, you can watch the main broadcast here. We'll be hopping through a lot of different POVs. Joe and I'll be all these guys are individually pushing their POVs as well.
You can't pull your gun out while doing it. You like put your hands down, you know what I'm saying?
Ya, si usted me dice que están listos, le damos.
Drop shot, the slide mechanics, I think they're I don't want to say controversial.
Espérate, falta el chingüi, ¿no?
The difference in them between devs and titles. Like,
Estamos los tres, ¿no?
so you always want the first thing. A pro player, or top player like Priest is trying to
Sí,
figure
yo,
out is
lo que pasa es que no veo a Mike. Mike, tú tienes el grupo, ¿no?
So a little bit different of a drop shot or slide mechanic in this particular title that he's talking through.
En teoría fue que primero te lo envié.
It's muscle memory.
Oh, yeah.
What have you been doing the past 9 months, right?
Ahí puede entrar.
Is doing that. So just trying to make some adjustments as we hop on board with Sim.
We actually enjoyed pizza and ice cream with Sim yesterday. It was wonderful.
It was great to meet Sim. He is exactly.
Ahí te lo envié, man.
What was that ice cream? Like rolled up ice cream or something? It was so
I had
good.
Reese's Puffs on it. It was a peanut butter blast.
Yes, it was.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Ahí le damos para adentro, ¿no?
Oh,
Se fue con todo.
For the first time in Scump's life, he was the bait.
Yeah. Quite literally. The first
Dame un
time
segundo.
ever. Yep.
Crazy of an animation.
But I think it's cool to, obviously we'll be chatting through stuff, just high level, enjoying the different players. It's cool, just, I feel like we've gone through, what, 15 different POVs, and hearing them focus on different things, because a lot of them come from different backgrounds, right? Like some of these are pro players, some are casual players, some are streamers, and just hearing the different things they're focusing on as we get into the game is pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, you have people who are trying to focus on trying different weapons. You got the pros who are trying to figure out the mechanics, the weapons that they're going to focus on. We're on board with Espresso. See, he's got the Prig out right now. But yeah, you heard Scump sort of talk about the slide cancel, the slide movements, pretty similar, but the drop shot not as much.
This hurts. Well, a little bit of a streak rolling here as he continues to try and finesse with one of our favorite guns, the MP5. Absolute powerhouse at close range. Hits like a truck, hip fire, tried and true.
Ahí sale de bloque toda la rusa esa.
From what we've seen, you have been sort of running in circles.
El último traje que no me gusta, que más chillón. Madre mía, macho.
Oh, there's the strategy. Bait the tag.
Sí. Sí, yo lo hice por hacer, pero es que había un chamaco que la tenía y tú lo veías a legua, a kilómetros lo veías.
I think it was Noisy Butters.
Sí, yo no. Yo lo hice por hacerla, pero no le puse ese puto traje.
She's talking about metas already in the alpha. You see in the top right, it is alpha gameplay.
I know.
The devs are watching this. There's going to be some adjustments. She's like,
AK-74 is 100% the meta?
The meta, 100%.
All right, okay, well, it's set in stone.
Why do I throw C4? Like, why am I even using it? I don't know.
It's the Warzone mindset.
C4, yeah.
Sí, aquí la desbloqueas rápido. Aquí más fácil.
Do you know how lovely that is? Do you know how great that is?
I tend to agree with you.
That's probably, I don't know.
Campea.
The different
audio
that we touched on with the devs.
Para hacerlo rápido, campea.
Because I know Jess went through a lot of it, and you heard the devs talk about it, but yeah, the 3D audio, talking about the directional sound.
No, siempre ponte primero el...
I have all the sheets in front of me.
Ay, la madre que me
Look at the thing where
parió.
it like focuses more on what's happening near you, which sounded awesome.
Lo siento, Jingo, si tú lo querías. Ponte la V siempre de primero. Que son 4 y si te pones línea dura son 3. Esa es una ventaja. En vez de matar 4, mata 3. Te quitan una muerte. Y te la saca en un pipa. Mira, yo me la saqué. Yo tengo el ataque aéreo. Tengo la torreta. Que tengo que hacer una puta misión con esa mierda de torreta. Me tiene cansado. Yo me saqué ya la 3. Sí, ya me saqué la 3. Yeah, la chingui, concho, le porté popo. ¿Viste cómo? No, fue a mí, que no fue a nosotros que nos mataron. Mira cómo ando yo con este copete, que es algo copete que día. Es un solo que te da. Esa tiene la 3.9. Uy, va. Mira, de lejos, 2, si tú lo agarras bien. De cerca, 1. Y para la calor, el muchacho le da. Ahí hay uno, ahí por ahí hay uno, más, ten cuidado. ¡Hola! ¡Qué charlatán por atrás!
Right into the action, right? Just right into it. You're going to have to take your time. As, yeah, these guys are going to just try and figure out what they want to use for the next map. Ooh, the wild cards. I actually wanted to see these.
Exactly. He's going through the various guns, also looking at different perks that he wants to check out.
Ooh, I saw Ninja. That makes me very excited. Has a perk.
Which one?
Ninja.
I prefer. You remind me of a ninja.
Te digo, el copete que es un demonio.
I don't think so, but I saw that like you can walk, and that is dead silent as well. So it looked like Ninja deals with.
Mira que yo no sé usar escopeta.
Sprint, so there's definitely you know, you have to play around the audio system, the movement system. It's gonna be awesome.
God, your Call of Duty brand is just beautiful, Joe.
I just read stuff. People, they've played the game already. They're just telling me what to do.
It's attractive, Joe. That's all I'm going to tell you. But that'll do it for us on that particular map. We're going to get right over to Nameless.
That's all right, Joe. I read stuff as well, but that map looked absolutely amazing. I mean, you saw a lot of the players, while they spawned on the outskirts of the map, they ran straight to the center to get in those up-close gunfights. We saw 74Us, we saw MP5s, and also that type
Bien, la tarjeta. Buena torreta. Necesito esa mierda de flecha de baja ya.
And what I want to highlight during these highlights is that the time to kill looks absolutely phenomenal. You see these players having sort of these longer gunfights, and the player who hits the better shot is going to win it. This Type 63 and the Sniper, those were two of my favorite guns to see. But towards the middle of this game, a lot of the players decided to put away the Sniper and pull out that submachine gun because it wasn't working that well. You can see Hutch back here. He picks it up here in a moment, and then he decides to, you know, put that Sniper away and pull out a sub.
¿Te cayó a ti ahí? Oh, no, me cayó con el C4, bro.
Every single lobby that I'm in. Legion was having a lot of fun running that LMG. At first, I was like, what?
Gracias, Chingo, por quitármelo.
It was the LMG, so people starting to try out that stoner gun. You can get multi-kills with it.
Sí, me mataron a mí en el contenedor.
Moving on, we saw Scumpman. This guy's just always a beast at
No, lo debe coger el punto entonces, para ganarle tiempo, porque eso es huevo, ¿verdad?
It seems to be the gun that he's most comfortable with, and he's been
Estoy en el
dominating both
punto,
games that he's been in so
tranquilo.
far. MP5 as well. We saw a lot of our CDL pros continuing.
Claro, así por lo menos le ganamos la partida. Ahí está. Bueno, pues la tenemos que así ganar. No, esa que aporta un abuso. Mira que me estoy dando vida, pero un abuso, muchachos. Porque aunque no le dé el calor, como que lo mata.
Sliding is still very good as well. We saw Noisy Butters just slide a little bit.
Están otra vez en el baúl ese. Yo no sé haciendo qué hay.
Shane, one of our coaches in the COD League, running the 74U. It seems like all the CDL pros, they're loving the 74U, and they're getting right into the center of the map and trying to just get into square up gunfights. While some of the other top streamers, they're trying out different weapons. Iron sights, snipers, Type 63s, and LMGs. And we see this. This is actually a Type 63 that he had a scope on. And he had to pull out his RPG to take down this chopper. You realize it took like 2 RPGs and also some bullets, and he was getting pretty stressed. But yeah, that was Satellite. That was one of my favorite maps so far. But we got to get into some more gameplay. Let's check out some more maps and some more modes. Maven and Merc.
Oh, Nameless, you are phenomenal at what you do. Great breakdown as always, but yes, we're going to continue rolling on through. New
El que tiró esa caja la voy a coger, se jodió.
For Cold War. So far, it has been awesome. We have a lot more to come over the next hour and a half, 2 hours. Is it time for Miami?
Ojalá que sea un enemigo para que se cabre más.
And everybody, I want you to pay attention. We saw a little bit there in Combat Arms on Armada, but the zones are a little bit different. It's just not a flag. It's really about a little bit of a bigger area that you're going to be fighting over, and I like that a lot. So switching things up, but as you said, we're going to Miami. I cannot wait to see this map and mode and how it plays.
Joe, I've never been more excited for anything in my entire life.
Yeah.
I think good. Right?
Let's get into it, Joe. We're going to start off
with
Skies. Professional player for the Mutineers as they're getting ready to get into the lobby, just looking through the create a class and score streaks to see what he wants to lock on up. XM4 out. And yeah, you can see, I know we've seen a couple looks at it, but like the variety of attachments you're going to have for the different positions on the gun, the variety is going to be wild. He highlighted Ninja for a second. I want to see like what it went
Gancho.
So what I saw and what
Es que lo que te digo, aunque tú no le des de lleno, lo quema y si él no se agacha, si no es rápido agachándose, se muere. Claro. Yo lo tengo a tope, a tope.
Well, this is the best part when you play.
Lo que pasa es que a mí no me gusta jugar mucho con escopeta.
All the different attachments, all the different perks, the weapons, checking it all out.
And again, this isn't going to be everything that we see throughout Cold War. This is not going to be the full release.
Claro, a mí no me llama mucho la atención porque es que después tú estás cuando, en mi caso, ¿no? Para mí, cuando voy a jugar con un arma, ¿sabes que en la escopeta tú no tienes que apuntar ni nada?
You're the brains of this operation. You're the brains of this operation.
That is actually where they shoot those.
Sí. Ah, no, yo la tengo pimpia. Pimpia.
It looks good.
La tengo que te doy solo. Y
As Sky's loading on in. You're seeing the different parts. You have in the middle of the street. You got the bar area. You have the pool. Well, you got the ocean. In a way, it's 3 lanes, but there's a lot of different areas that you can go to. As well, again,
ese man en charlatán, él va a subir de una forma u otra.
Yeah, that was dope. His domination loading on up. And is Sky's going to go for the objective? Is anyone going to go for the objective because I talked about it? And no,
y yo
what's going on here, man?
Y yo no tan quillado, digo.
That is sometimes the most frustrating thing about pubs, you know, when like you're fine.
Tenemos ratito ya, sí.
You see somebody on your team, they've got 3 and no time in the objective. Like, help me out a little bit, but you got to play both.
No, tenemos rato como, vamos a ver, como de las 6.
You're doing it all on the map, Joe. My Call of Duty playstyle is very similar to LeBron, now that I think about it, Joe. Thanks for that compliment.
You're one of the greatest players ever.
See what Marksman could do is he's looking for the angles, and well, you see the hip fire strong there.
I was gonna say, I mean, you guys are both around the same age and you have the same.
Dije que Jonathan dije que ya, joder, tengo que subir las armas y dice Jonathan, está aquí ya.
I'll tell you what, I keep thinking about that pool with how hot it's been in LA. It was like 110 the other day. That pool looks very comforting. He sure did.
Surprise!
Línea dura.
As again, you heard Marksman talk about it, a little bit of the nutty movement. I'm sure the devs are going to be paying attention. They'll get their feedback from all of these players.
Well, and that's where, like, there's like a couple different skill gaps when you talk about a game like Call of Duty.
Mira los 3 aquí, madre mía, como 3 huevones.
Gun skill part of it, yes, and you know, being able to shoot and becoming a better player from that regard.
Miren, no lo
Once you
maté.
get that down, the next step is really.
Yo soy más huevón todavía que no lo mato los 3 campeando y yo disparándole al aire, parece. Huevonazos.
Yeah, no, the movement can be nuts, and that'll be something we'll keep an eye on. But over to Cat.
Mire, siguen igual en el mismo sitio.
A little bit of a snapper.
A nice snipe right
there. A los 3, ahora sí lo maté a los 3. A los 3 huevones.
Right now has the shotgun in the back pocket. Surprise. Later. Kismet is.
Mira otra vez, venía otra vez para el mismo sitio. No, eso lo voy a poner en su sobra. No se van a parar aquí el día entero. Ahí se ponen, ahí.
well.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Sí, sí, yo voy por la derecha, yo voy por la derecha. Diga por la izquierda. ¿Otra vez? Chingo, ven para acá, ven para acá, ven, que ya están aquí.
Attack chopper called in by Priesta. He's doing his thing.
Otra vez, están ahí, los tres, otra vez. Parecen mellizos, Mira, me voy a poner...
I think Jericho's kind of talking about one of the more difficult things when you play a new map, right? Like figuring out
yo maté 3
angles, mastering the map, like where can people be L triggering and holding.
Es que lo estoy matando con la pistolita, Le voy a dar con la escopeta ahora. Como dice Bulova para que... Es más, voy con la escopeta. Como dice Bulova para que sientan ese calor.
Where do I go?
It makes it a little bit easier.
Where do I go, right? And they bring back this traditional Black Ops minimap. That definitely helps you out.
Otra vez, están del otro lado, están allá en la esquina, vamos para allá.
Well, now on to Hutchie to his POV. He's trying to get up close and personal and near that Dom point, but you can see, I mean, that's typical of a lot of Dom maps. Like B's a death
A los 3 me lo llevé. Hay 2 chingos, derecha. Y que derecha, izquierda, me cago en la puta, estoy como un loco. Vuelven otra vez, yo creo que van a volver. Vuelven otra vez. Vale, están en la esquina, entonces en la esquina otra vez.
What is happening here?
Priesta is in a gunship.
Smoke him!
Yo creo que voy por la escopeta. No sé. Llegué, che, güey, me la llevé. Otra vez.
Wait, how cool is that you can see the lights?
No, yo le voy a poner una sorpresita ahora aquí. Aquí. Y le voy a tirar esto allá mismo, en su misma cabezota otra vez. Tú verás, me lo voy a llevar otra vez. Es más, le voy a tirar esto también. Mira, me lo llevé al otro, te lo dije. Es que son 3 zánganos, se ponen igual en el mismo sitio los 3. Eso no se puede, macho. No se van a poner allá porque allá le tengo una torreta. La torreta lo está matando también. Ahí, dan aquí otra vez, chingo, y coge para atrás. ¿Ves? Te lo estoy diciendo. Es que allá le tengo la torreta y aquí el avión. A ver qué van a hacer ahora.
It is not close. He's got 900. He's playing with Nick. He's got Mud Dog on his team.
Míralo aquí. Otra vez.
Mud Dog's bringing him down, Joe.
Sí.
Yeah.
He's 21-2. Yeah, no, he has been dominating lobbies, and you would expect that from one of the greatest players of all time. But over to Testament we go. We talked about his sniping prowess earlier.
¿Están seguros allá, no? Porque no tengo la torreta.
As he's looking to line it up.
Mike, te matan allá, ¿no?
But yeah, I think especially with it being a nighttime map, like learning the.
Está aquí, ya me lo llevé. Me llevé uno, solo uno.
That more important, but just aesthetically. It's a sexy map. It is. I want to see like the one side.
Vení otra vez. Bueno. Viene otro.
It hasn't really seemed to be that much in play as of yet, at least with these guys.
It looks like Nick was in it. Well, no, that's not. He loved games. They're sort of playing around.
Aprende a jugar, mijo. No te quedes parado. Él está atento a ti ahí, cerrado contigo.
The Tundra. I like that.
There are a few things more satisfying in any kind of FPS, but especially Call of Duty, with hitting snipes. Just hitting clean snipes.
Cuidado, Mike.
It feels good. We'll see what Hutch can do from the power position. Well, not going to matter. From Priesta's chopper over to Scump's chopper, and Peep, this lobby is just getting milked. Just dominate them from the sky. Oh, kill after kill. We'll see a Mud Dog.
¿Quién tiene munición? ¿Quién tiene la caja de munición?
Yeah, and he's like, just so you guys know, this isn't a pub lobby. I'm playing some talented players. I am smoking.
This will be
Ya. Me lo lleve.
Well, yeah, a lot of buildings.
Sí, yo le voy a tirar el avión. Le voy a tirar el avión.
Mud Dog's already dropped to this thing twice.
They're probably holding the kill cam too. They're like, we're not letting Scump do this to us.
Yeah, I do believe they are losing full.
Oh, that's swag as well.
Yeah, it's been Swag, Courage, and Mud Dog have died like 2 or 3 times in a row.
They're on the beach.
That's why he's
Ya me lo llevé.
Call of Duty pro player.
Yeah, the beach is usually where you go to vacation.
Están otra vez aquí, están aquí.
Nope.
Ya, me rompieron la torreta, están cabreados ya.
We got on board with Swag, and he's like, I can't hide from this guy.
Y están aquí, donde estoy yo. Allá no van a aparecer porque le tengo el avión allá. Ya, me matan, me matan. Están otra vez en el sitio, ¿vale?
Hey guys, we're gonna be in a YouTube video.
Lo protejo, dale, dale, dale.
Hey, destroyed Tim, Courage, Swag, 40 kills on Miami.
Mount Rushmore with all of their heads on it. Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Scump in a chopper.
Bien, buena, buena, buena.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. That is accurate.
That is truly accurate.
Otra vez allá, otra vez la esquina, seguro. Ten cuidado ahí, man.
Battling it out on these different maps. So we've seen what Armada, Satellite.
Yo me llevé el que estaba aquí. El que se parece al chingo.
Satellite, very much, you know, all
No, no,
outside.
no, porque ya se fueron de la partida. Una vez que solo ahora son 3 ellos.
Fights at the bar, fights in the hotel, yeah. Fights at the beach. There's just all these different environments that these players.
Dijeron estos tigres ya no pillaron el truco.
Ultra Facilities, one of the professional teams.
Sí, tú no ves que son 3 ahora.
Bance on your screen now. Top player in his
Ahí,
right.
buena, buena.
And I think it's Bance maybe playing on Wisdom's account.
Coño, me dio una escopeta. Cuidado, voy por la derecha, man. La mataste, venga, buena, buena. Hay otro más aquí. Vale, no. Vamos bien. Quedan dos de ellos. Ya está jodido la partida. Seguro ganamos. Ya quedan 2.
The number of times I've done that in something like Domination, where
Sí,
I
quedan
launch all my
2.
streaks, I'm like, oh, it's halftime. I just use those for no reason whatsoever. I got a couple of kills, but my impact on the objective was minimal.
No.
But now to the French sensation himself, Gotaga.
No, porque es que están usando el mismo truco.
I feel like I've seen him compete in so
Ya.
many
Y me llevé el otro. Es que están usando el mismo truco.
That's for sure.
Los 3 parados en una pared. Eso no se puede.
He can do it all. She's rocking that 74U. On board Trimax now. He's got the Tundra out.
Okay, what is his camera setup? Because it looks like he's in the game. How do I do that?
Well, he's got a green screen, but he is half of the screen.
Yeah, I want you to set that up for me.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but like it looks like he's in the game.
Why did you just assume I had an expertise in green
No,
screens?
yo no veo a nadie. Yo
Joe, you
no
wear
pillo, no
glasses.
pillo
You
nada.
look like you'd be very tech savvy and ready to set that up for me, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Joe.
No, quedan 2, quedan 2. Están aquí atrás. Caí.
Like a scientist? Thank you.
Nameless looks like a cosplayer from Miami right now.
Narcos.
Yeah. I mean, he
Están
looks
aquí,
good.
están aquí.
He looks good.
Son 2 chingos.
Oh, wait, they can't be.
Ay, que estoy aquí de lejos con la pistolita. Yo no le llego.
Game's about to end. Jericho's team, they're going to get the victory.
There we go, Jericho.
Who had 6,300 damage?
I didn't see.
That's
Ahí,
a
está ahí,
lot.
ten cuidado.
That is a lot.
Who was dominating?
Could be Priesta. There's a good chance.
Ese era con la pistolita y la escopeta.
A difference this time.
Pero de
No
lejos.
doors.
De lejos no, tengo que darle en la cabeza 100%. Si le mandaron un ataque aéreo, yo me llevé uno. Trae el otro ahí en la esquinita, esperando. Buenísima.
I want to see if the scoreboard was too, like who had the 6,300 damage. I was curious who was absolutely frying the lobby. But this is the part where I'm like trying to get my brain to like slow down when they go through it. Just appreciate all the different attachments that they have inside of this.
Maven, you will have your time.
I know.
October 8th,
like,
Maven. October 8th.
Let's do.
I don't know why I'm talking like that, because I'm literally just going to have you tell me what to put on my weapons. I'm going to do what you do.
I'm going to try everything, though. It's the beta. We try out different things.
That's true. That's a good point. Well, one of our matchups has wrapped. It looks like we're going to hop over to one that hasn't finished yet. 27 points away from victory is one of our squads. Again, this is 6v6 domination on Miami. Tasty's put away the sniper for now, just trying to hit the shots with the AK-74U.
Ooh, 3 for 3.
Oh, that hit.
Let's go, Sean J. Looks like she was able to call on some score streaks. Nice 74 U shots in, but who is that? The nice snipe shot from whoever's on Team Envy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say a lot when I play the game at first. What are you doing over there? Because I don't know where people should be, so that's my
what are you
reaction.
doing over there? Maybe that's where I should be. Oh, it's Crim.
Oh, it's the Empire squad. We got Rambo Ray, the coach, Clayster, Crim6, Crim, the greatest Call of Duty player of all time. There is no dispute. I don't want to hear any arguments, but yeah, that's going to be tough to deal with. Is to represent the Envy squad right now.
Yeah, Team Envy, also known as the Dallas Empire, are world champions. You got the coach in Rambo, one of the greatest players hanging out, Crim and Clay. Clay back-to-back world champion. They'll probably be rotating players in and out. But it looks like Crim's focusing on gameplay. Clay is talking to the chat.
What did he just? But didn't both of these players? And I know this is like separate. This is the multiplayer reveal. But from an esports competitive side, they were like with the first two players to crack $1 million in winnings, right?
$1 million.
That's
yeah.
pretty impressive. Hey, Bobby Pop, the Scarf Lord.
We love Bobby Pop.
I will be back with a camel toe.
Bob's got a great mustache.
He does. He does. He really does. It looks like he's rocking the 74U as well.
I miss his long hair though.
And this is what Bobby does. I don't know if he's an auctioneer or what.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No.
Where's the pool at, dude?
He's probably on hour 40 of streaming.
Yeah, no, he grinds.
I'm gonna chill in the pool the rest of the game.
Hey, cannonball, Bob! Cannonball!
Get in, Bob!
I'm gonna be chilling in the deep end, dude. I'm going off the diving board, dude.
He's a big boy.
Get yourself a pina colada, hang out.
Would you leave me alone? I'm trying to go off the diving board.
He's on vacation.
No vacations in Miami.
I'm gonna end this one. Where's the pool at? I think the pool is behind the lobby.
Yeah, they are getting destroyed.
Yeah, this is a bad one. This is a bad one.
Oh, so trying to turn this up.
He's trying to be positive about it.
Yeah. Before this game is over.
Yeah, hit it, Bob. Hit it.
Miami Luxury Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. That is my room in the penthouse suite, the northwestern corner. I will now be doing a turn opener into the pool. 3, 2,
okay.
1. I'm just waiting for him to shot.
Score this out of 10.
Whoa! Where did he jump off? Did he go up the diving board? That was amazing! Do it again, Bob!
Did he like crouch first?
Do it again!
Whoa!
That was less impressive. That was less impressive.
That wasn't as good. Try again, Bob. Do it! What are you doing, Bob?
Okay, but Bob, this is giving me a headache.
How does it work?
Oh, no. Wait, how did he do that last time?
Wait, how did I
It was so cool.
Yo,
no, I don't know. It didn't look like he even did anything.
I don't know what.
We're wondering the same thing, Bob.
Well,
there's no neutrals. It's only just cap.
Oh, wait, they are 3 capping right now. There's an opportunity for a comeback. It is a slight one.
Not much.
Never mind.
No longer any chance of comeback.
7,600 damage. Oh, hey, Lando.
What's up, Lando?
Craig 6.
We're going to swap over to another one of our matchups going on. Just a reminder, we have a ton of streamers involved in this. So if it ever seems confusing, it's just we're hopping to a lot of different POVs. Trying to stick with one game until it finishes, but want to give love to a lot of these guys that are participating, just hopping through all of the action. But we'll have some of the different streamers too, especially with some of the CDL teams. It's like 5 people swapping in and out. Yeah. Everyone trying to get their time on the game.
I saw the scoreboard and Bobby Pop was at the bottom, so my man was having a tough one. He didn't have the bumper. He's going to be a vehicle expert. We'll just hop on board when we get to the snowmobiles.
No, I bet in Armada he was probably dominant, right?
Yeah,
Put that guy in a boat, he's going to fry. But a different look, a new map. Hope you enjoyed Eyes On with Miami. I still don't know the physics in-game behind how Bob managed to do the cannonball off of. How do you do that? And then he couldn't replicate it? It was truly special. That might have been the best moment we've had so far.
Yeah. Well, and Bob's still trying to figure out mouse and keyboard because he switched to that, so.
He's trying his hard. Bob,
getting there.
We love you, buddy. You're trying your hardest. Unfortunately, the team got smoked, but you've got more chances. We continue on with the multiplayer reveal for Cold War. But before we get to our next map, our next mode, we're going to toss it over to our good friend, Nameless.
Yeah, if that wasn't intended to be in the game, that needs to be in the game. What Bob just did was absolutely spectacular, and Miami's a really interesting map, right? Like, it's a nighttime setting, but there's still little vibrant areas like the pool and the neon lights that you saw. We saw literally every single weapon that's in this game displayed on this map. We saw snipers, shotguns, the Type 823, which is sort of that mini Uzi gun. We saw players like Scump and Priest are running it. They were going off, like getting 10 to 12 kills in a row, getting chopper gunners and absolutely lighting up the map. I mean, we're seeing M4s still, but we're seeing players sort of decide on what's the gun that's kind of OP right now. And it seems to be that Type 823. And now we're seeing Priest right here. He actually got the chopper gunner very early on in this game, but he was only able to pick up like 3 or 4 kills. And he was like, man, this is so dark, I can't see anybody. And he was just roaming around. He wasn't able to pick up too many. And he's like, there's so many buildings, but at least he can see the entire map and call out for the rest of his squad. On this game in particular, it's starting to get a little bit more sweaty. Players were starting to go for the big games. They were going for the YouTube videos, and you could see Priest was frustrated that he couldn't pick up any more kills inside of this chopper gunner. I think it was later on, we also saw Scump with the chopper gunner go on a crazy spree. He was playing against like Nick Merckx and Tim and all those guys, absolutely lighting them up. We saw some rage quits. Also right here, we're seeing the 74U. A lot of players are still loving to run this, and every single player that we've seen using the 74U has had that laser on it. They love to hip fire with it. And right there we saw Overkill with the sniper. And this is that spree that I was talking to you guys about. See, he got the chopper gunner, but Scump was able to see literally everyone. You heard him commenting on it like, this isn't a normal pub. I'm playing against some good players, and they're getting destroyed. Right here, he picks up like, I don't even know, like 10, 12, 13 kills in a row. And when we switched over to the opposite team, it was Tim, and he was like, I don't even know what to do, man. We're just getting smoked. Because when that chopper gunner's in the sky, you have to stay inside, and you can't get to the domination points. Another thing to highlight is that in Cold War, the domination zones are a lot bigger, so it's going to provide for crazy fights inside of the domination point and also contests. Hopping on board here with the Toronto Ultra squad, we saw them roaming around here with that 74U and the MP5. A lot of these players on the CDL teams running submachine guns, Overkill as well, pulling out an AR. And right there to the left is that diving board. We saw Bob jump up here. He counted it down. He pointed out the spot that he was staying in the hotel. And then he just gets a super jump. Like, what is that? He tried to do it a couple times after this, and he wasn't able to achieve it. But, man, that was a cool game. But we're going to get into some more gameplay here in a bit. I'm going to throw it back to Maven and Merc.
All right, thank you so much. And yeah, I think we're going to Moscow next. We're going to check out some TDM on that particular map as we continue to hop through some of the various locales we have in Cold War. Well, we've had the ocean, we've had the dunes, we've had the downtown life. Now we're going to be heading in kind of more urban feel into Moscow. 6v6 team deathmatch. TDM, obviously one of the more popular modes in the history of Call of Duty. One of the absolute staples as we get ready to rock.
It feels like it's the Cold War of Moscow in here right now. I am really cold on this set, but yeah, I cannot wait.
Okay? Do you want my jacket?
No, it's okay.
You're not getting it.
I appreciate that, but yeah, it is. Yeah, just love going to all the different environments, all the different locations. Vaughn was really talking about that. We're going to take you all over the world, so cannot wait to check out this map.
Yeah, no, so the variety we've seen so far has been absolutely awesome. Once the players get loaded in, we'll hop into that. But Joe, if you had to pick one moment so far of the 3 games we watched, what has been your favorite moment? And you can't say the diving board.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the diving board. Obviously, Scump, you know, in the chopper gun and doing what he does best. I really had a lot of fun with Armada because I thought Armada, what they really showed was the different environments and the way you could play that. You could stay on the boat. You could go with the vehicles. If you wanted to, you could be super deadly in the water. So that map just looked great, dude. The zip line looks so smooth. Just a lot of different elements that you could play around.
Yeah, just a variety of gameplay I'm excited to toy around with for sure when we get hands on it and we get to grind. But we're getting ready to get into the lobby with these famous streamers and personalities as they get ready to go 6v6 TDM. Noisy Butter's going to be kicking off. Looking through, looks like some of the shotguns and what variety you can find there. But I think one of the things I've been trying to keep an eye out for is I read kind of coming into this, and we're going to have, like, I guess when you're changing attachments, like percentages, so you can see how much is going to affect things like fire rate and recoil, which I haven't noticed yet as they're swapping through, but I just think that's awesome. I love to know, like, the exact impact something's going to happen. That percentage,
because in the past, it was just a bar.
Yeah.
And I won't lie, as I used to be a competitive player, a pro player, a lot of the times that bar didn't mean anything. It was like,
green, red, okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't, whatever it does. But yeah, actually knowing the percentage, what you're really getting into from gun to gun, it's going to be really cool to mess with.
All right, well, again, this is Moscow. First look at it, at the global multi-reveal for Cold War.
Also, you can run around.
You'll see a lot of this going through settings. Like motion blur recommended. I know that's one of the first things that I will personally turn off. Like, it looks a little bit cleaner.
What are we doing?
Yeah, everyone but one player, I think, pushed out the same side.
Yeah, I think when we got on board, she was talking about what do you love so far? It's really the colors and Treyarch, their color palette. I've always talked about it. It is just beautiful. But she runs into a shotgun, and a lot of these creators trying to answer questions, trying to play the game. It is tough to balance.
I didn't get a chance to show you guys the sharks though. There's sharks on that map.
Oh, she was sort of.
And it's cool.
Wait, there are sharks?
Wait, so what you wanted is in there.
I didn't know that wasn't in my notes. I didn't know there were actually sharks.
Why not?
Oh, I'm never playing that map. I am terrified of sharks. One time.
That's in the middle of the ocean.
No, one time when I was 13 years old, I went on a trip to Hawaii, and we were swimming in this one area, right? And then we got out of swimming from there, and we went up on this cliff, and we're looking down. The water was so clear, we saw multiple sharks right where we were swimming. And I'm never going in open water again.
Are you sure they weren't dolphins?
They were 100% sharks, and I was nearly eaten.
Are you 100%?
Yes, no, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it scarred me for life.
The map is cool.
All right.
I love the design of it. Like, I guess.
Trying to hear Jacob's
No,
thoughts.
one more.
He loves TDM. Now, he was talking about how much he loves TDM. Okay. So this is what map's a very fast gameplay. You can see from the size of it. It's got an urban feel to it for sure, but I want to see which building, because one of the things we were looking through is like a metro station, kind of like the central hub, and that's kind of the connector. So this is this is the metro station. So this is sort of going to be where the whole flow of the map sort of centralizes through.
Okay, you see the concussions coming in, just how it affects those players.
All right, boys.
Trying to get to the adjustments. It's got a proximity mine as well. But yeah, I think it's like what you talked about, right? This just sort of, this is the place you want to be.
Yeah, it just seems like it has like a connector to basically every part of the map, just based on position.
Where's the content creator playlist?
Over to Zuma. The Italian stallion.
Who's that? Noah? I think Noah's getting smoked.
Yeah, might be.
So I wonder how long it's taking these guys to like get used to look at the mini map again, right? Just
That's
like
true,
actually taking a look where are those red dots at. You need a suppressor if you want to stay off that mini map.
No.
Well, it's interesting too when you think about like maybe some higher level players. Like I struggle to sometimes look at the map, but like when you were competing and you were playing a high level, I think you told me your eyes were like on the mini map like 90% of the time.
It was a game within a game. Yeah, I mean you were about 70% of the time like looking at the mini map. Where do you have to rotate? Where is the gunfire? Where do you have to set up? So that's definitely going to take some time. We're on board with Zuma, but I think we're getting Noah J's audio. Okay, so now we're switching to Legion.
At least I'm positive.
Oh, yes, you are losing.
Positively in love with a shotgun.
But Legion, you're a winner. You were born a winner. And it's time to get pumping with the shotgun.
This shotty's out like quick fire right. Doof, doof, doof.
I'm going to Zuma to take an emotional check out here when I push him next time for the clips.
For the clips?
I definitely feel like the second sniper,
trying to get my clips in.
At least for pull-up.
So there's some feel upgrades as well. One of those looks to be the jammer.
All right.
Looks like he was one bullet away from taking down Espresso.
Why not?
Hi, bad sheriff. We need you on Verdansk later.
It's the deputy.
Deputy Hadbad,
also known as Enable.
Is he wearing a headband?
No.
Like, that's just his hair now?
Yeah.
Come on, we've almost got this.
You don't like it?
I mean, I don't have the luxury of hair, but if I had it, I wouldn't be doing that.
No?
It
What
looks
about
like
your beard? What if we did this to your beard?
It might look cool, but it looks like he cut off like the edge of a mop and just put it on there.
You think it might just be a bowl cut?
It looks like a wig.
bowl cut. Like it's just he put a bowl on his head and went all the way
anyone
around.
thinking I'm being mean, Enable and I are boys, so I'm allowed to say this stuff, but Enable, we love you. Just gotta do something about that.
Trying to figure out how it felt to throw tax.
And to be fair, right now, you know, with the current situation globally, maybe he just doesn't have the option of a haircut where he lives, so he's been doing it by hand, and that'll lend to that.
This game's about to end though, so.
Oh, I'm actually interested. Talking about melee with the shot punch.
You think about Black Ops 4, so like one bullet and a punch was a kill, basically, right?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! Who was that? Trimax. Ooh, the snap.
Well, no, I think we're on with Trimax. He's got caught by somebody. I don't know who he got caught by. But no, somebody hit him with the movement for sure. And I am not fluent in any language other than English.
No, you told me you were fluent in French and German. You told me that.
And Russian.
I don't think you told me that one.
I travel a lot. Very cultured. Many languages. I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, Joe. That's all I got. I can basically
And
say...
you forgot everything.
I can say...
high school was about 30 years ago.
Where's the library? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Okay, well, at least you got that going for you in case you ever need to find a library.
Yeah, well, yeah. You never know. In an emergency situation, you might need a library. But some quality beams into the window there from Typical Gamer. We saw it from somebody else's POV on like the first map or second map. He just incinerated somebody. As we continue to hop through the gamers again, we've got people from all over the world. All over the world competing in this, and we'll try to highlight that as we continue on through the day. But for those watching, we hope you're enjoying getting the first eyes on with Kotaga, though, as he is just melting through the competition inside of the metro station, but ultimately will drop.
And I think that's what Legion was sort of talking about, is like, we had a couple of maps where everybody was trying everything out, and now people want to win. People want to pull out the 74U.
Oh, sounds cool. Well, I mean, I get that way too. Like at the beginning of titles, like it's like I want to try everything, but then once you find one you're comfortable with, one gun that really clicks.
Is Hutch giving a pep talk to it? Does he have a missile turret? I don't know what that was, but that took down a UAV or a spy plane, and he was giving it a pep talk.
Okay. Okay.
Let me try.
Well, show us. Try your little bunny hop in.
Yeah, try to hit it.
Well, you can do kind of
a little bit. Oh, the backslide.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. There's definitely some fluidity that all the players are trying to figure out.
I like the little slide hop. Well, that's one thing that kind of threw me off between like Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare, because you used to be able to jump and slide backwards and you couldn't last year. And I tried sometimes, I just like crouch and be like, oh, I forgot.
We got a War Machine, which looks to be a score streak. So we have a War Machine coming in from Cammy, and the War Machine's gone. Okay, still has it. Maybe because he didn't shoot one, but Sky took his head off.
Oh yeah, no, his head got popped off like a plum. Oh, well, the War Machine, that plum just exploded.
Okay, and we'll see. Okay, so he used one, and it's gone now. So it is gone.
Okay, so he kept it because he hadn't used it yet.
It looks like this is a pretty close game, 64-63. So another map where it has like just a lot of different elements. You can play on the outside, you can play inside.
And well, this is Cammy, who, if you watch the Call of Duty League at all this year, he was one of the more prolific snipers, and you saw him
another War
snapping
Machine. You're gonna need flak jacket with this thing.
Yo, dude, what?
Boom! Boom!
It's swag. It's completely busted, bro. And you can put it away. It's completely broken. Oh my god.
Oh, well, that guy's body is broken after that was a point-blank War Machine to the chest.
Yeah, so Swaggy has figured out that he's like, yo, that War Machine is nuts. He's gonna roll with that.
Yeah, he just had like a 5.5 KD. That's pretty solid.
And Jack was like, that thing is busted. So.
Well, the power of the streaks now popping over to Midnight's POV.
Hey, Devin, we're undefeated. We've literally
undefeated.
I definitely got the least amount of kills on the team, but still, yo, Wisdom again, we're playing the game.
They are rolling. You hear just dubs for Midnight, but Joe, we're gonna fill a little bit of time in chat here. As I think we're gonna start to watch. We've had some of the European POVs, but we've been watching a lot of some of the American influencers and streamers. We're gonna be excuse me, hopping over to the European side of things and kind of showing how that's going to break down. But again, so many streamers from all over the world want to really highlight what they bring to the table and their gameplay. But what do you think of Moscow? I digged it.
It looked awesome. Like I said, like we saw where Cammy was sniping. You had really the terminal where a lot of the fights were going on. And I just love listening to all the players just figure out what they want to use. The War Machine looks awesome.
Yeah, that thing was hitting like a truck. And that's like the satisfaction, like, you know, you heard Courage saying, like, it's broken, it's powerful. Yeah, it's a score streak. It should be powerful. You should be wiping people off the map. And, yeah, from Swag's POV, that thing was absolutely dominating the competition. Got to see it from a couple of the different players. But before we continue on and check out some of the different POVs and maps, we're going to kick it over to Nameless.
Yeah, that was an awesome map. I don't know about you guys, but that map sort of is giving me nostalgia from Black Ops 2. Just the way the fights were happening there, 74 U's, and then just watch people pull out that War Machine. That thing was absolutely insane, and I'm sure we're going to have it for you guys to see once again here in the highlights. But yeah, that center map, the flow of it, you have to get inside and move through the train yard, right? So we see right here on the street, you have him running that AK-47, trying to pick up some kills with the AR. We haven't seen too many AK-47s, but now switching over to the 74U, Nick's going to pick up a massive two-piece here, and once again, we see the laser strapped on it so he can hip fire it. That was a big two-piece as they get control of the center area of the map. You heard Joe and Clint talking about it. You got to control the flow. You got to get in here because you can get to any single part of the map from this area. Enabled Deputy Hadbad running that 74U as well. He's actually the first one I've seen not have the laser, but he was hitting some absolute beam shots here, as well as the MP5 coming back into action. We're seeing so much variety today, and I love to see the top streamers switching up their weapons, right? Like everybody's not just running one weapon. We're seeing snipers, we're seeing LMGs. We even saw some shotguns early on in this game. In Team Deathmatch, you can pretty much run any gun that you want and play yourself, right? It's just you trying to get those kills and help out the squad. Gataga, this guy's been playing Call of Duty for a very long time. The French monster, he was picking up some big kills. Moving on, you see Hutch. And one thing I love about Hutch's gameplay, he's always chilling by himself. When he looks around, you don't see any teammates in sight, and he's just trying to pick up those kills. He was running the M4, a fan favorite from Modern Warfare, now in Cold War, also still very good. And this is the War Machine. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This thing is beefy. You can put it away, pull it back out, and you can pick up a two-piece. It seems like nobody in these lobbies was running flak jackets, so they were all just getting destroyed by the War Machine. And moving on to Swag here. This is that crazy frenzy you saw him get with the War Machine. He picks up like 5 or 6 kills. And wow, Moscow is just a fast-paced, super fun urban map. I cannot wait to see more. But let's get into the next game, Maven and Merc.
Thank you, Nameless. Yes, let's continue on. Joe, I believe we're going to check out Hardpoint now, one of the fan favorites for the competitive side, which we work on to a high degree with the CDL. We're going to go back to Satellite, a map we saw a little bit earlier on today. Map was awesome, now with a different mode. We'll see how this one will play out, and should be a blast. Yeah, I'm just excited to see some of our CDL pros sort of take this on, the way the spawns work. You heard Maddox talk about it from our devs. You know, that old school spawn system that we love. Rotation's important. One thing to note that he talked about, you're going to know 10 seconds ahead of that rotation where the next hill is going to go. So hopefully that helps your team rotate to the next one. We know how important that is. Well, especially early in the title, right? Yes. When people are still trying to figure out the rotations, but just waiting on everyone to get into the lobby, and then we'll hop right into Satellite Hardpoint. But looking back to Moscow, I digged it. That just seemed like a kind of traditional Treyarch map. Like, looked like an absolute blast. You saw the different lines of sight that you could have, like long-range fights in the outer alleys. We saw the sniper coming into play, the mid-game or like mid-map havoc that you could have. We saw shotguns being used, SMGs. But now over to Ricky's, you see him really messing with the MP5, and we saw there's a wild card where you can put up to 8 attachments on it, and you can see how stacked he's trying to make this gun right now. Yeah, I mean, just looking through those attachments, you had one that did 100 plus 150% of vehicle damage. So maybe if you really want to have a weapon to deal with those score streaks, you can. As it looks like he's just trying to load into a game as the lobby's trying to get set up. But excited to see Satellite again. The way that map plays in an objective-based mode. Well, it'll be a lot different than what we saw in Kill Confirmed. Yes. Yeah, like as much as Kill Confirmed has an objective, it's still very, I don't know, can be a little TDM-esque. Well, it can be a little set up. Yeah, like TDM exactly. Whereas there's a little bit more rhyme or rhythm to something like Hardpoint. And we'll see, because this is obviously a show match in every sense of the word. Players just trying to, get content for their particular content channels and just enjoy the new game. as we're waiting on the official launch in the beta later in the year. We might be starting it off with Deputy Have That as we head to Angola, Central Africa satellite. It's Hardpoint on with the Deputy.
Let's see what Enable can do. Going through his settings right now. He's got Mud Dog, he's got Kismet on his team. This looks like a pretty good Hardpoint squad. As right away, that Hardpoint pops. Something that we saw this year was like a 10-second sort of cooldown before it sort of started. This time, you don't have that.
Okay, well, I'm dead.
Just get right into the mix.
Yeah, you just get right into it.
My team.
Scum's on the other team. Yeah.
Okay.
As you see the smokes coming out, we heard the smokes are strong in Cold War.
There are just smokes everywhere as people are trying to get in and lock the point. Well, somebody already hits the flank early. It's the Scarf Lord, Bobby Poff, finding a little flank on through.
Okay.
See the spawns flip as well, but yeah, looks like he rocking the XM4. Nice shots from Cat.
Oh,
and that's what I'm excited to see. Is see the the next hardpoint 10 seconds before this the new one pops. So I want to see that, what that looks like. Shane has that 74U still out.
What's like?
And there we go. It looks like yeah, with 10 seconds left, you'd see it on your minimap.
I know you highlighted the AK-74U. You love it. It's been a fan favorite for ages. Do you have like a, I don't know, favorite gun of what you've seen so far? Is that it?
74U or the 74? Because I feel like, or the 47, the AK-47. Because I feel like the AK-47, it gets lost in a lot of Call of Duty titles at times because usually it's known as that super heavy hitting, but what does that come along with? It's typically a lot of recoil. So I want to see how it performs in this title.
Well, with the sheer number of attachments you're going to be able to have, like who knows, you might be able to really tweak that to more to your liking, but Priesta's POV.
Ooh, the M16, the first one we've seen, the burst gun. I love burst guns.
Wait, that smoke is
oh, he gets one clean burst in, but I think he had 3-4 players he was trying to deal with it. But let's stick with his POV for a second if we can. UAV up, M16 in hand. I think this is like the first burst gun we've really seen in all the POVs we've checked out.
Yeah, there was a burst pistol. I think it was called the Diamati that we saw. The burst pistol is always really strong secondaries. But you see the next comes up. Elimination comes in, and it looks like he wants to edit this a little bit. He's talking a lot about the stock. It looks like he's going to go with the tactical stock. I don't know what it does, but he feels like it's important.
Just to highlight, though, still a cool feature in this particular title, the fact that you can do that on the fly, right? You can edit attachments inside of the game, really tweak and find that sweet spot you're looking for.
Ooh, what is this weapon that Legion is rocking? I like this scope as well, switching it up.
Oh, no.
He was finding the long lines of sight. I mean, it's only got 20 bullets in the clip, but it seems like it's hitting very, very hard.
No!
Oh, it looks like a semi-auto. At least it sounds that way. But he's going up against Sim. He's going up against Nick, Kismet. There are some stacked squadrons in this game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like randomized at first or if they were joining particular teams, but may the RNG gods be with you as some of these rosters come together. It's it's 98 to 21. So the focus, unfortunately, for his squad has not necessarily been on the objective, but you live and you learn.
Everybody's getting really excited when they have Scump on their team.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been one common theme we've heard from like 3 different people now. Like, oh, we have the king on our squad. That feels good.
Come on, Cram. That's really Cram. I'm gonna talk some mad shit after this.
Cat with the sniper out in the dunes, out in the hills. Gives you a lot of cover. Can use that landscape to your advantage. And as well, Drifter hits a nice shot right there on the bob.
Dude, so yeah, some of those like bits of cover you can get are nutty, but the testy with a little quick scope, but yeah, frustrating that the stun connects. And yeah, you'll be watching his sniping vids probably the entire year. Is this, yeah, just at first glance, like, it just looks like, like sniping's back. Like sniping looks really, really fun in this title.
It's really snappy. You know, like the aim down sight. Like we saw that last year a bit with marksman rifles, not as much really. I think at times with the AX-50 in Modern Warfare, but you know, as you said, with that wild card, you can sort of stack it.
No, it looks very, very snappy. And speaking of snappy, Testy snapping right now. 2 are going to drop. 3rd in front. He's going to get fried as well as hit after a hit after a hit.
And I'm actually curious. It doesn't look like it, but one thing Treyarch loves to do with snipers is they don't put aim assist on it, right? Compared to other Call of Duty titles that typically have it, Treyarch says no. And it does not look like you have that aim assist. So it's going to definitely take some adjustment with these snipes.
Certainly, certainly. Well, he's hungry for the streaks, and you saw him get like 4 in a row there. Again, like the multiplayer stacks up as you're earning points. He's now on 5 in a row within this life, so he's getting closer and closer to accruing these streaks. But just 1 left in the snipe as he's trying to locate a target to hit the shot. Nice movement there, up to a 6 streak, napalm strike, locked and loaded.
Yeah, I think he was talking
Torch
about...
him! Torch him!
He was talking about a chopper in the air that he's trying to stay away from. I thought that was going to be a collat. The napalm comes in as well. Testy is going off for us.
He hits the snipe. He burns to alive. The sub's on point as well as Testy is putting on a clinic on satellite. Finally, he's going to drop, but what a spree that was.
Yeah, he gets a little caught, and well, Swaggy's got the War Machine. He's got a chopper as well. His team's got a 40-point lead. He's enjoying that. And yeah.
That player no longer has legs.
Okay, there you see the flat jacket.
Didn't matter, he is still dead.
I think that player might be alive. There might have been multiple on the point.
Could have been, could have been.
I can't see her. She's on the hill.
Yeah, those hills are going to be nutty, man. Like,
Nuts.
I feel like you can
Yeah.
the bits of cover you can get.
How am I dying there? Please tell me.
Oh, Jack. He must have been up late. He seems whiny today.
Think so?
He did get back from a
He was probably really excited hanging out with us.
Well, he got a great vacation back from Napa yesterday. We did get to spend a little bit of time with Courage, but he's looking to Friday today, and my God, swag.
This is the map for it, baby.
This is not Miami. It's a little bit easier to see.
This is the map for it.
This entire team just got shredded to bits by high caliber rounds from a chopper gunner.
Dude, this reminds me of like Black Ops 1, dude. Like firing range, just lighting it up.
Direct sequel. Oh my, yeah, that looked a little bit easier to line up than Miami.
I can't turn my shit.
And that was just a feast. Like a hungry, hungry hippo, just gobbling up the opposition. My God, they just keep going
Is
down.
no one gonna shoot this thing?
They're just spawning in front of it and getting destroyed.
Thinking this might be a gameplay for Swag.
I think Swag's having fun. I don't know about the other team. Oh, there. Now
There
the
are
rockets are
so
coming
many
in.
rockets coming in now. You can see in the top left how much health his helicopter has.
Somebody shoot it!
So close to getting taken down. There we go, finally. He's up to 7,000 damage dealt already.
Very cool.
All right, well, I think his streak just said 15 maybe as we left his POV.
Okay.
So, yeah, he got
They
quite a few
longer range
big
zoom
kills
sight
through
on
the
this
chopper
gun, which
gunner.
I don't really like working with.
Okay.
But I'll show you guys what it looks like
The
at
Krig.
least. 5 rockets. This is more than 5. That was a couple.
Oh, yeah, it did seem like a lot of rockets to take that thing down. But here's that AK-47. I wanted to see it in play.
Oh, well, you can tell just there it hits hard, but
I saw it in play for a half second.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
You know, sometimes that happens. We call that the caster curse.
Yeah.
HP est là, il va là-bas. Ok. Bon, on va gagner tranquillou. Et après ça se met.
Trying to decipher the gameplay strategy.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to see the 47. I'm sad. The Type 821 here with team.
Yeah, I think Priesta had this out earlier, and it kind of looked like a beam.
Well, I think he just got hit by a War Machine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like a streak plus a combination of a shotgun. Means Teep was just blown to bits. Well, Teep, you got to focus on the objective more, buddy.
Yeah, Teep, this is not the TP show.
Yeah, no, in every single game you ever competed in, Teep, your ass was in the hard point.
Yeah, get in there, buddy. It's because
Guy starts streaming and thinks he's a Slayer.
You're not there. You're not there for him.
Nah, you're
to
right.
go in first.
You're right. But look at Bob's face, dude. He's locked in massively. Bob cracks me up.
That's how you know. That's the Bob locked in face.
But we have seen probably like more highlight plays in this particular map. When you think about what Swag was able to do with the chopper, the snipes that Testy was hitting, yeah, there have been some absurd moments as Enable, Deputy had bad. A nose is going down to the wire, 20-point game with 50 seconds to go on the clock.
Yeah, that game clock.
Me cago en la puta madre. Me voy a coger el sniper para matarlo.
I love the passion. I love the passion. There's that Diamante I was talking about.
I don't know if he's happy or mad. I'm not really sure. But
I think maybe he was on a streak, like he was close to something.
Maybe. Oh.
So it looks like they can't even get the rockets off. That seems to be the problem. Yeah.
How long does this fucking thing last?
Yeah, this thing looks very strong.
Hey, you got it!
Let's go, Jericho!
You got it!
The biggest play of the game. Hey, the good thing, they're only down a few points, but the chopper gunners look good.
Yeah. They certainly do.
Looks like a chopper made out of vibranium. I don't even know. Like,
what's vibranium?
Isn't that the thing in like Marvel? Isn't that what it's called?
I was thinking of like, I was thinking, what's it called with, is it Wolverine, like adamantium? Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking adamantium.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, all right, you metal expert. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what it is.
Some mineral.
Yeah. Back to Scump's POV, you can see why several of the content creators want to be on his team as they are up 100 points.
And Seth's running it up, baby. Seth's running it up right now. He's having a great day.
Oh, it's a little 1600 train for
Chopper's
Scumpy.
getting me some
Oh,
kills. Let's
choo-choo
go.
action.
Getting me some good production out of the attack chopper right now.
Okay, it's good. Good quality production. He's just trying to find something. Someone's going off. Fearful. Fearful is just taking someone down with the chopper gunner. So you got attack helicopters. You have chopper gunners in the air. Maven, I am going to need you to lock and load with rocket launchers.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm down. That could be my secondary at all times for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to max that thing out.
Wow, nice shot. He's got to watch this kill cam. Oh, marksman.
Yeah, you saw it. That's just one of the ones you take on the chin. Like, all right, yeah, nice
Good
shot.
This is the RPD rocking the LMG. Hutch continues to switch it up, try all the different weapons. This game almost over.
I just feel like I've liked, like,
Bro,
of all the guns we've seen, like, just the, I don't know, the sound and feel of them just looks satisfying.
Yeah.
Like, there's just like a weightiness to kind of the gunfire. I love it.
I almost have my helicopter.
Noah is excited because he's almost there. And that's the thing, right? Obviously, the score streaks, they don't reset after death. But if you're having a tough game, you might not get one of the higher costly score streaks.
I saw some people kind of tweeting during this and saying, like, yes, it's different now with keeping it through death, but, like, with the multiplier, like, you really need to have, like, some nice streaks because they're going to be hard to earn.
Yep.
But now War Machine out for Hutch as he's hitting people.
Dude,
just
you
getting
do not
blown
have
to
flak
smithereens.
jacket on. It is one, and you're gone.
Oh, you got, was the metal boomer? Applies perfectly to Hutch. Oh, mistakes are made, but also takes out half the enemy team.
We've all done that. We've all done that. And I actually saw on the bottom of the screen I really like. It said the percentage of damage dealt that you do, right? So when you get that elimination.
I like that.
Right, so if he did 97%. Like that, you did a lot of the work.
Wow, what just popped up on his screen? There were like 62 lines of text. He did a lot of stuff there, apparently, with that kill. But Marksman was one of the nasty snipe we saw earlier in the game. We'll see if he can put on a show for us as we get to the tail end of this. Just 1.1 seconds remaining, so this could end any moment once there's a bit of contest or somebody stepping out of the hard point, but still going for the quick scopes.
Nah, Marksman, you don't. You don't. You had some nasty snipes. You just missed that little flick. It's okay. You do not suck. We've all been there. Like,
he's rebounding just fine for the victory. Hits the shots. 57 eliminations for him. 237 to 192 victory as we hop over to Zuma, the Italian stallion for the moment, but just hopping through a lot of these players and some of their highlight moments. But that might have been the best map for just showing off some crazy plays so far.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm doing what I can. Like I'm playing against some pros sometimes, some really great players.
That would have been nasty if he hit that.
Man. It feels like everybody's getting comfortable, Maven.
Yeah.
Especially with these snipers.
I mean, I tried.
That was naughty.
Boys. 16-30.
Yeah, that's all you can do sometimes.
Yeah, good game.
Put
No,
your
had
best
a really
foot forward.
good game.
Yeah, puts up a solid game there from Noah, but that was insane. We saw the snipes, we saw the war machine hit, we saw the attack chopper. I feel like there was just a wide breadth of just crazy, insane plays there on satellite. We saw kill confirmed on it earlier. This time it's going to be the hardpoint mode. Some players focusing on the objective, some players focusing on lighting it up in the kill feed. But yeah, you can't argue. There's been a lot of variety so far and some shiny moments for sure.
And again, every single time we go to a map like satellite, you can see the different elements that you want to play around. If you don't want close quarters, you can go out into the dunes. You have that cover to play from. That's where you can use that sniper. If you want to get in everybody's face, you use the pathways, right, that we see from time to time. But it's just so cool to see all the unique elements.
And well, Nameless has been doing our breakdowns post-match. This one should be an easy and a fun one because there were plenty of highlight moments. Nameless, take it away, bud.
Yeah, that was one of the craziest games we've had so far, if not the craziest. I mean, we saw sniper sprees, we saw players picking up chopper gunners, and in that particular game, if you're listening to the in-game comms, every single player was trying to get their score streaks. We saw the War Machine come back out to play, and there's some trends that we're seeing here. Every time it's on Jericho, he's shooting down a chopper in the sky. If it's on Swag, we're seeing a War Machine, and if it's on Testy, we're going to be seeing some snipes. You see Shane here with the 74U early on, picking up some kills, and this was hardpoint, so a lot of our CDL pros and CDL pro coaches, they are going to be more well prepared for the hardpoint game mode. We saw the M16 for the first time today in one of our CDL pros' hands. Priesta, he was trying to pick up some kills, and right here I heard him, he was complaining about the smoke. He was like, I couldn't see anything. There's so much smoke, and in the Cold War, smokes are insane. They're a lot bigger, and you can use them to your advantage, and you see it coming out early to play here on Satellite Hardpoint. We're seeing this Type 63 once again pick up a ton of kills, and this was the spree that I was most excited to watch. Testy, he said it early on. He was like, I want to get some streaks, man. I need to go off. I need to pick up streaks. He misses one shot, and then he just goes on a crazy spree. He picks up like 3 snipes. He pulls out his 74U, picks up another kill, and it's just such a satisfying kill with that sniper, especially when you get a headshot. The sound in Cold War is absolutely amazing. The napalm strike comes out, picks up 2 kills, and right here, keep your eye on the sniper. It looks like he gets a collat, but he picks up 1, and then the napalm gets another 2. So this was just an exciting play out of Testy, and it was crazy because he called it right before it all happened. Hopping on board here with Swag, like I said, every single game, this guy's going off. He has the War Machine, also has 2 streaks to his name, no big deal. They finally pulled out Flak Jacket, but he's still able to get those kills, and he's just been sticking with the M4, right? Like, he comes from Warzone, he loves the M4, going into Cold War, it's almost just as good. Chopper Gunner, lighting up Satellite. Now, this map is completely open, there's no buildings. So if you get a Chopper Gunner, you're pretty much gonna just fry everybody on the map. And you see Swag right here, he has no remorse for the other team. Yeah, that was incredible. That was one of the best games we've had so far. And if today couldn't get any better, we have a special announcement for you guys at home. Jess and Clint, take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Nameless, as we gear up to dive into one of the other brand new modes coming up into Cold War multiplayer, VIP Escort. There are a few updates for everyone that we wanted to go over with you guys about free post-launch content and how Cold War is built for the PlayStation 5.
So Treyarch has committed to continuing to deliver a lot of content for free as part of Black Ops Cold War's post-launch seasons. Stuff like new maps, new modes, new base weapons, and more will be rolled out for free for players across the post-launch seasons of the game, just like Modern Warfare did last year.
This is awesome. So does that mean that just by playing, I can keep getting access to all sorts of new multiplayer content every few weeks or so?
Yeah, exactly. And from what I've been told, Treyarch's got solid plans for post-launch multiplayer content, and they're going to roll out a lot more detail on this before launch.
Jess, you've got the knowledge hookup.
I know
so
it.
A lot of people are also wondering how Black Ops Cold War will take advantage of the next-gen consoles, and specifically the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, right. And so new console years are always super exciting because devs can bring fans these awesome experiences in all their glory by using the power of these new consoles. Treyarch and crew are focused on taking advantage of 5 key features for Black Ops fans. First off is higher refresh rate. Cold War can take advantage of the PS5's ability to run at 120 Hz. So if you've got a display that's 120 Hz capable, as a player, that's going to translate into cut down input lag, which is going to give you a really smooth gameplay experience.
I like the sound of that, Jess, and I know resolution is always a big one for players too. Maxing out the 2 gives you this super clear, smooth image that creates an edge of multiplayer. The Treyarch crew is leveraging the additional memory that the PS5 provides so the team can build true 4K gameplay.
Yeah, and to make everything look that much better, the team are tapping into the ray tracing tech available for PS5. This is all about creating the most realistic lighting and effects. Treyarch is using ray tracing with their photogrammetry captured environments and characters, which is when you digitally scan an object in the real world and recreate it nearly perfectly in-game, and combines it with what's called a photometric lighting system. Basically, you end up with this absolutely beautiful HDR 4K experience on the PS5 with some of the most realistic looking environments yet.
Yeah, that all sounds awesome, Jess, but sound and feel are also just as important in the multiplayer experience, especially in a game like COD.
Yeah, good call. And Cold War will take advantage of both 3D audio and haptic feedback. Cold War takes advantage of PS5 tech that allows them to create true 3D audio.
Ooh.
This creates a sound image in front of, behind, below, and above you. In multiplayer, you're going to get the most advanced directional feedback from your environment. So weapons will sound differently based on the point of origin. Footstep direction and distance are going to be super clear. You guys get the picture. It's all designed to help you know where your enemies are within a 3D sound space. And to help translate all of that into literal feel, Cold War multiplayer uses every bit of the haptic feedback systems in the new DualSense controller. So the vibrations and the triggers are more advanced than they've ever been in terms of telling you exactly what's happening with the weapon in your hands or the vehicle you're driving when you play.
Damn, so this sounds like it's going to be wild on PS5. Thanks for the rundown, Jess. Now let's gear up for our first look at a brand new mode called VIP Escort.
Yes, I am so excited for VIP Escort. And, you know, like we've said earlier, it's a 6v6 VIP Escort. So this time we're going to be playing on Crossroads. It's a huge map, much bigger than what we've seen before. So that's really going to affect the way that our pros and our influencers are playing. And of course, depending on which side you are on, you are either trying to kill the VIP or rescue them. So, you know, that's enough hearing about it. I really want to see some more gameplay. Merc, Maven, take it away.
Jess just killed that.
She's crushing it.
Yeah,
she's crushing it.
The whole haptic feedback, 4K resolution, 3D
it's a
audio.
lot of big
sound.
words.
I don't know what's going on, but it all sounds awesome. And we can't wait to get our hands on the game, but let's continue on with this awesome gameplay segment. It is the multiplayer reveal. If you're just joining us, we've seen a whole array of gameplay. You can check back through VODs to check it out, but I know most of you've been watching this the entire time, and I hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far, but it's the new mode. It's VIP Escort, and Joe, you should be familiar with this because you're very good. I'm not.
Okay.
You basically escort me around all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Protect me.
Right. We have to protect you. We get that challenge quite often, right, to take care of Maven, right? that is really important. And again, as Jess said, you're going to try to protect and extract your VIP, or you're going to try and take them down. It is an elimination-based game mode. It's 6v6. But what's interesting about this one is depending on the map, it is going to play differently. We're going to Crossroads. We haven't seen that yet, right? You're going to have vehicles that you can use. But if we switch maps, you know, we play this Miami maybe a little bit, it's going to play a lot different. And I think that's what's so exciting about this is, yes, it's a new mode, but it's also going to have different feels based on the map.
Well, let's get into Crossroads. This one, if you were watching the developer commentary early in the broadcast, they were talking about the snowmobiles, and I think she said like one of the more satisfying things is just nailing somebody with a snowmobile. I tend to agree. I want to smash people with a snowmobile too. So this should be very cool to see. This is, again, one that's going to be transport vehicles, snowmobiles all over the map. This is one of the larger maps. It's a very, very large map. And yeah, I don't know what to expect. I mean, this is the first time we've really seen eyes on with VIP, but from an overall breakdown standpoint, it sounds fun. It should be a blast.
Yeah, it sounds a lot of fun. There's a lot of ways you can win the round. There's a lot of different ways that you could play this game. Again, also, score streaks are going to be for the VIP only. They're the only person that can earn some score streaks. They're going to get a spy plane. They have 2 smokes to protect themselves as well. So if you are that VIP, you're going to have a couple of different ways that you're going to want to play.
To the snowmobile, please. No! Why would you get the snowmobile? See, they knew what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Now look how slow you look, Skies.
That looks awesome. It looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah, this is what we want.
Go.
Or bet at
Zuma, it's time to smash.
What do you mean?
Find him, hunt him.
I mean, you did donate $200.
Hit him with the snowmobile. He's already out of it. I'm very sad. I was hoping he was going hunting. One person I know we can rely on to do that when we get to them later is Bobby Puff.
Yeah, he's going to try and nail some people. But again, elimination-based mode. This is going to be first to 4. And it sounds like an escort is already there. I think it's over. So the escort's there. Now they got to get him out.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. They already got him out. They got the round win. So, again, we're hopping from game to game. But they didn't watch the point. That's basically what Sim's saying. So, thank you very much.
No, he seemed a little frustrated there, but over to Nick Merckx we go. As you mentioned, we're going to be hopping in between a lot of the games.
Okay, so he's the VIP. Nick's the VIP. If we can watch Nick for a little bit. Now, looks like you could revive as well as Bobby gets taken down.
Hey, Bob. Yep. I like that from Nick.
This isn't really a tactic.
No, yes, it is. This is absolutely a tactic. This is called mind games. Now, do you want to do that with your teammates? More often than not, no.
Yeah.
But Bobby down, I mean, we're used to seeing that quite a bit.
No, he's still there. Oh, okay, got my elimination. Yeah, so the down mechanics are just like blackout, by the way.
Oh. Okay, I saw someone up there.
Interesting. So you kind of hear some comparisons to
Protect me, Caesar.
Something like Blackout or Warzone, like a BR with the down mechanic.
Oh, he's trying to stay alive. Here comes the VIP. You see the spy plane is able to help his team out.
But I don't die.
No. That's the confidence.
Oh, he's getting baited by the down player. The smoke comes out. He's going to push on through it.
You ready for it?
Yes, I'm ready for it. Yep, there's the smoke. And I think this is really what the dev team was talking about. The smoke team, or the smoke goes out. And there we go. He is out of there. The VIP extracted.
Gets the kill with the pistol.
He's like, peace, guys.
Comes in as well.
He's just leaving his team, too.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm out of here. I'm the important one. I'll see you guys later.
And somewhere Nick is still showing Bobby extra love. But more snowmobile plays as they're pushing to get positioned by this central tower.
We win.
The shotgun hits. Oh, well, that's one way to end. So you've seen the extraction round win. There you've seen the other way of doing it, smoking the VIP player. Another way to do it.
I don't know if that was the start of the round and that VIP didn't know what they were doing.
Might have been, Joe.
Yeah,
might have been.
They lost their team the round and maybe record history.
That was a very fast round, yes. Where'd he go, Hutchie?
Maybe Hutch, maybe he did it, maybe he didn't. Ooh, look at that. That is some deep brush.
Uh-oh. Oh, they're getting knocked. Well,
I die to that all the time, man. Somebody's sneaky inside of a bush.
Did he smush him?
It's all good.
I saw one.
Check the VIP.
Wait, chat, is there bullet travel in this?
No. I'm so sorry, dude. Repeat, VIP
Our teammate threw.
It's probably the VIP apologizing. The
Yeah,
VIP
might
got
be,
taken down.
might be,
I
yeah.
am so sorry.
Yeah.
They tried to go for it. Look right here. He was trying to extract.
Oh.
Somebody made the play.
Just right through the smoke. Gets the kill. Nagataga's POV. Well, he hits one shot, but his teammate drops the pistol strong enough to do it.
Wait, so
That'll be
they
the
just
round.
took the snowmobile and just went forward.
Yes, snowmobile tactics are incredible, Joe.
I'm about it.
I actually rode a snowmobile once when I was younger.
Well, no, I was just cracking up because that said 6 alive versus 6 alive, and they just went for the VIP.
Sure.
Hopefully they're not.
Have you ever ridden a snowmobile? It's very fun.
No, I actually haven't.
When I grew up in Pennsylvania, I was snowmobile all over the place.
I don't believe you.
No, 100%. It's
Really?
Oh yeah, it was so fun. I was basically a snowmobile expert, so I'm probably gonna be good at it this game too.
I'm jet skied. I haven't snowmobiled.
All right. Okay.
Hola, Greg. ¿Ya sabes que hay monitores de 360 hercios?
Please, I just need to see somebody catch a snowmobile to the face.
And that's what we all want. That's what everybody's trying to find.
But it's like, it's tough because it's one of those vehicles where you're like, you know, you're wide open to gunfire, right? Like, there's not a lot of cover or anything like that. Like, it's there for the movement purely, but I'm hoping, yes, you know what to do. Maybe you hear us somehow. Please.
Go for it. Uh-oh, Gotaga's knocked in. There you can see from the down player point of view. Yeah, it very much looks like Blackout. You can move. You can sort of use a third-person camera to help your team out. Hello, sir? Hey, please revive me. Okay, the revive's off, and that's actually a pretty quick revive.
Yeah, that was really fast.
Can he get out? Can he get out? Can he get out? Oh, it's a 6v1. He'll probably get out.
Yeah, I think more than likely that'll do it. I think that's going to actually seal the game for them. First of 4 rounds. I think that was their 4th on the board, so they're in the chopper. They're out of there. There is victory for Gotaga and company. And this is one of those modes, though, that I think it's going to take time to really showcase how awesome it is, just in the sense of, like, you really kind of need to learn to play this and strategies and teamwork, whereas TDM and Hardpoint Kill Confirmed, like, people have played for so long. Yes, 100%.
This is going to require a lot of teamwork.
No, this actually, like, I'm into this. This seems like this could be a whole lot of fun.
There's probably going to be some insane plays that you'll see out of the community with, like, the VIP being the last player alive with the pistol.
Yeah, it's almost like, it's not a great comparison, but yeah, almost like Blackout, like S&D had a baby or something, kind of in a way.
I like the health bars.
Yeah, me too.
I like knowing.
But I love stuff like that. Like, you think about what has become one of our favorite modes, like Control. Control's sort of like Hardpoint, Dom, and Search had a kind of mixed together. Like, sometimes you'll like combine some of the best features of modes, and all of a sudden this awesome mode comes out of it. This is great. Treyarch just incredibly creative, and I'm looking forward to playing this one for sure.
I'm not into it. I just want to
play.
play.
So you hear all the creators talk about it. Midnight's like, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet, but Priesta with the XM4.
Which is one of those, has a little bit of a learning curve.
Now, this is one of the weapons I'm excited to see with this red dot. See how this looks.
Priesta with the beams.
Oh, good luck, typical gamer.
This looks like one of the first lobbies we're sort of seeing where people are figuring it out, right? You get a couple of rounds in, how you want to play, that player trying to stay alive. And yeah, I kind of like the aspect where you're down and yeah, you need your team to be there. Ooh, the flank comes through.
Yeah, solo missions are going to be tough, that's for sure.
They extracted.
Lots of round loss. They still have the 2-1 edge, but Priesta's squad will drop.
They extracted.
Extracted, bro.
Well, the first one was like we had what, a 4-0 stop. That one ended quickly, so you can see the pace of the game can be crazy. Well, when it's a 4-0 and your
this is a 3-3.
Caught out.
3-3.
It's a nail biter.
We got a round 7. Round 7 for the
they're
W.
loading up on the snowmobiles.
Do I have a horn?
Yeah.
You sure do.
You know, that's the important questions, right? Do I have a horn?
And what sort of cosmetic horns am I going to be able to get?
Type 63. I like the sound of it.
No, that's like one thing that's really stood out to me. Maybe it's just because like with the current game we've been playing, like there's suppressors on like everything. Like, it's just nice to kind of hear the gunfire of the various guns again. It's like I didn't realize how much I missed it until I'm like hearing some of these guns
sometimes
pop up.
I'll load up into a pub and I'm like, oh, after playing Warzone for a while, right? You're like, that's what that sounds like again.
Now that's like the one thing I guess like the nerd in me or whatever you want to call it is like really looking forward to testing and playing is just like all the new tech around the audio stuff, dude. Like, especially like, if you got like a nice headset, like that new 3D audio stuff should be awesome.
Let's go. Snipes coming in, Sim going big. It looks like they were able to win this game. So,
come on, Priesta.
Oh, almost heard what he said. But Priesta looks like he's the VIP trying to stay alive. He's only got 8 bullets in the clip. Take it, take it, take it. Just trying to get out of there. Smoke down.
It's a 3v3 though. I'm just gonna go for it. Just gonna go for it.
It's not covering that side.
Look closed on that side.
Not good enough.
It does not look good. It's not the best smoke. Just go for it.
Oh no!
Now he's getting hit.
I'm nervous. Who's watching over them?
It looks so stressful to be the VIP because there's just so little you can do with the pistol, right? Your teammates have got to make the play.
Yep.
Little fall damage.
He's going to attack. He's going to attack. He's going on the offensive. On the offensive.
Oh, there's only 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, they got to go. Maybe try to switch sites. Okay, they had one out.
You gotta go now, though. 20 seconds to go, 2v2.
Run, Preston.
Can't even get there in time?
Strap on the Pumas
I don't
and
know.
get moving.
Can you get there? That's a great question. We haven't played this long enough.
Go! Does it pause the clock when he starts to distract? It
Yes.
does. Okay. So it pauses the clock.
Dun, 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 dun.
Looks like the rotation pays
I
off.
got it.
Woo! Celebrating the clutch.
That was only the third round. I thought that was
Yeah, no, the way he was reacting, I thought it was over. I thought they won the whole thing. That's okay.
But that's what I'm saying. When you're the VIP, you make those game-winning plays. You feel it. You're the hero.
Yeah.
Not because you're streaming, you don't want to talk to me. Most duly noted. Holy fuck, boys, chat.
It's like half a granola bar in his mouth or whatever that is, just gassing up the squad.
Sí, sí, podría ser perfectamente una misión de la campaña.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm disappointed with. Like, there has not been enough aggression with vehicles thus far.
I'm trying to see something crazy. Solo digo que como me metan otro francazo me voy a rayar, pero pecha.
A Lucas Almada, bro. Cuidado.
What is this, the Type 63?
Lo matas fácil. Pum, pum. Vale, bien. Remátalo, bro.
Yeah, all he's saying there, as I translate, is he's frying the lobby, Joe.
Yeah, it's his favorite weapon. He's loving this mode.
Yeah.
He needs some help. He's please help us. Please help me.
Dude, you crawl fast.
Yeah, you are really quick.
Dude, this guy, he is moving.
Or maybe it looks that way because you come so far zoomed out.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is.
I can't crawl out.
You know how like there's the different FOV scales? It looks like you're moving quicker. Will somebody help him, please?
He's gonna bleed out. Oh, the penguin's coming.
Please. Oh, yes. Yes.
¿Qué están haciendo realmente? Es que no entiendo el modo de juego, es el problema.
No sé, tienen que extraer algo.
No problem. They got this round. Clutch. They're clutching it.
Es que parece que está ahí al lado, pero está a 100 metros.
Yeah, it seems like smokes are just gonna be huge in this.
Súper alejado.
Me parece que está aquí al lado, pero me cago en Dios, ¿sabes?
Rápido.
I thought he threw a smoke, but maybe.
No, I think it was a stunt.
Oh, yeah, I thought he threw a smoke at first. Like, where did he
Can he get him? Can he get him?
Oh, they're all lining up.
Can he get him?
2 down, 3 down.
Oh, he's going
there.
Push it. One more. Push it. Go for it. Win it. Oh!
He knows it's so close. It's so close to a clip.
No! So close to making the round-winning play. Can his teammate clutch up though? No! The extraction was there.
He needed like one more bullet.
One more bullet.
Siéntate en el sofá y ya está, bro.
Oh, from his POV one more time. Well, like 2 down, that one shot. So the guy that reach-housed, the guy, he needed to get one more bullet.
I wish he would have went like low right. I wish he went low right.
Yeah, well, you are a mastermind of Call of Duty, Jay. You're in that position, you're clutching up.
There's no doubt in my mind. That is a W. I'm winning that round. Oh, they're the VIP.
Yeah, so maybe his pal here said, you choked that round, we're switching who's playing.
Oh, they don't know. They don't know why. They don't know why. It's because they're like trying to switch classes. He's like, why do I have a pistol here? A pistol life. What is going on right now? No, please don't die, because you will lose. Yeah.
Nice shot. Nice tags, yeah.
I kind of like that. I like the sound of that pistol, too.
Yeah.
That's a smoke. Oh, that's not good.
Pero no entiendo esta clase, es muy extraña, ¿verdad?
He's just hitting buttons at this point.
Yeah, I think you're accurate there, Joe.
100% just hitting buttons. And that's why this is a new mode.
Oh, they got the kill. I was like, where'd that guy go? The snowmobile's right there. You know what to do. It doesn't matter that you're the VIP.
Can you pick up weapons? No, you're the VIP. You're the VIP.
Es que no entiendo, gente, voy con una pistola de mierda.
Well, we're learning as he's learning. I was like, maybe you could pick up weapons that are down. You can't.
No, I figured you couldn't just because the fact that everyone we saw had a pistol. I figured you'd have the option too. Those are ambitious shots with the pistol, yeah. One with the bushes.
Voy a extraer esto, me suda la polla.
The only problem with his current webcam setup is I don't know how many people are alive, but he's going for it.
It was like a 6v3, I think, last time we saw it. Dude, you hear the bullets whizzing by you. 5 versus 2. 4 versus 2. No, there was a bullet whizzing by.
No, it didn't hit him though.
No me deja.
It doesn't matter.
Sometimes you just gotta hold it, Joe. You just gotta believe.
I'll be honest with you. In most lobbies, I would say yes. In these lobbies today, I'd probably say no.
Maybe not.
Estás bug, te dice Adri, programador del juego.
Estás bug, totalmente en contacto con los designers.
En contacto con... Vamos.
I'm actually really looking forward to trying this.
Playing
I feel like, yeah, if you had like a good group, especially if you had a good group, like you know, you had your boys all on, everyone's in voice chat, communicating,
it'll
talking
either
through
be
strats.
a 4-0 in 48 seconds or a really crazy game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, he got out though. He was the last one alive, and he clutched it.
Wait, weren't they in like a 5v2 or something?
Yeah, it came down to like a 1v2. Oh, round 7, another one.
Final round.
Everybody sniping. Ooh, Maven, that is your weapon right there, baby. That is your gun.
What is that? Because that's all I'm using.
Ooh, that's the Tundra. In the Tundra.
Wait, I wonder if this is when all of... Is this his teammate, or is that when all of his teammates dropped?
That's when they all died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One final round.
Esta es la G36, ¿no? Me suena a mí.
Esta es la Krieg 6.
La Krieg 6.
Para mí es el mejor arma del juego, mata muchísimo.
Fusil de asalto.
So they're on offense?
Fusil de asalto automático.
En plan, si tuviese que compararla con
It says defend. Does it say defend?
Yeah.
Okay.
A N94 no llega, ¿no?
Se parece mucho a la N94, es verdad, ¿eh? Sí, te lo juro.
No, yeah, they're on defense.
Yeah, I thought they were. I saw pop-up say escort the VIP, so I thought for a second maybe. Again, I don't know any other languages. I'm trying my hardest.
Well, we got he's rocking the Krieg, it looks like. Krieg.
Me va a quedar en nada porque siempre vienen aquí.
No idea, Joe.
Y vamos aprovechando y vamos a ganar la partida.
But I'm excited to see him use it.
No, I feel like we haven't seen this much. It has 40 bullets as well. I like the circular red dots as well.
The slide's actually interesting because it feels like you do get like a little boost of speed.
It's quick,
a little speed boost, yeah.
Exacto, soy Giorgio, bro.
Well, I like this angle. This is a crazy angle. But his team is getting smoked. But that might be the VIP. They won. They won. His whole team was dying.
Well, that was anticlimactic because he gets the angle.
Yeah, he's like,
he finds the VIP.
He's like,
he wins the round.
I love that. Yeah, clap it up. Clap it up.
The clutch is there. It just took the final kill onto the VIP, but. I agree.
Let's go. We're the best. We clutched up round 7. Thumbs up.
All right, so there was a look through several of the different kind of lobbies that we have going on for VIP. Hope you enjoyed the new mode. But yeah, it looks like a kind of a mix of like Blackout and Search and Destroy. And I know I'm not perfectly summarizing that, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of clutch moments. There's going to be those big plays. Can you save your VIP? Can you be the one to take them down? You have the spy playing the smokes. There's a lot of different ways that you can play that.
Imagine you're in like a 1v4 as the escort.
And you get a snowmobile and you just run everybody over.
Well, that I would really like.
Yeah. We didn't see any of that.
I didn't see nearly enough deaths to snowmobiles, but there might be something wrong with me. But to break down what we did see, we'll get it back over to Nameless.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was our first look at VIP right there. That mode is honestly kind of like Search and Destroy, but it's simple. It's like Protect the President. You got to get your VIP to the extraction point or eliminate all of your opponents. And if you're on defense, just don't let the VIP get to the extraction or eliminate all your opponents as well. So let's pull up some of our highlights. And in this first time of these streamers playing it, they were trying to figure it out, right? Like we saw players that were the VIP with the pistol picking up some good kills, but if you are that VIP, you shouldn't have to be getting those kills. Your teammates should be guiding you. These guys were trying to figure out as it was going on, sort of the different strategies that you can take. If you're the VIP, you can hop straight onto a snowmobile, try to get to a good position on the map to get to the extraction point, or you can take your time while your teammates go out and try to distract on one side of the map. And we saw some pretty clutch plays on this one. We saw Priesta have a big clutch play. We saw Gotaga go big here and try to get to the extraction point. And even if there are players left on the other team, if they're across the map and you're at the other extraction, you can just get away if they don't kill you in time. We saw a lot of players also still running the M4 on this map, as it can be a little bit of a longer range map right now. And players, they do go down, so there's a little bit of that aspect from Warzone where a player goes down, they can get revived. We saw Nick Merckx teabagging his teammate early on. I think it was Bobby Paul. He was like, I'm not going to revive you here. And right now, we're on board with Priesta. He's one of our CDL pros. He was picking up a lot of kills with the pistol, surprisingly, because all these guys have automatic weapons. He went over towards B, and he knew that the last player was located at B, and he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go all the way to A. He gets there with like 3 seconds left, and when he starts to extract, that time stops, so he's able to get out and get away with his life and win the round. Right here, you see a huge play. He moves over towards A and picks up a triple kill with that Type 63. It is that semi-automatic AR where you can pick up a bunch of kills. He ends up getting knocked, though, by the last guy and takes a swing to the face where he ends up getting knocked out. You can see their reaction, Maven and Merc. These guys are cracking up. But we're going to get into more games here very shortly. And to these two beautiful gentlemen, Maven and Merc, take it away.
Man, he looks good in leather, but to continue on, we still have, I think we're going to check out some control, some VIP on various maps. We're getting back to, I think, what might become one of the fan favorites. We're going to Miami. This time it is going to be VIP. So we kind of watched this player sort of learned how to play that. We'll see if now they kind of figured out the basics, and we'll see those in action a little bit more on Miami.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different, right? You just came from Crossroads where you had a much different scale map than Miami is, right? The combat's going to be a little bit different, how you're taking those fights. And unfortunately for us, Maven, there's no snowmobiles.
I was literally going to say, what about snowmobiles on Miami
Well, it'd be a jet ski.
streets?
It'd be a jet ski, right? I mean,
snowmobile of the sea.
The jet ski, yeah. You're learning. You're smart. You're getting through it. Maven, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. But yeah, we're going to continue on into Miami. Check out more VIP action. One of the new modes we're showing off. We're just waiting on the lobby to get going. Then we will roll into it. But while we wait for it to start, like, I guess sort of high level thoughts about like how can you see that mode maybe, I don't know, evolving with time?
Oh, well, I mean, as the defense, right, you're just sort of trying to hunt the VIP. Where is he? Where's the location? That's going to be so important, is not going down without knowing where that player is. And then as the VIP, how good do those players get with the spy planes? How good do they get with the smoke grenades? There's going to be a lot of teamwork used to get that VIP escorted.
Absolutely, but to Noisy Butters POV we go.
I sound like an auctioneer.
Well, think of the subs, think of the followers, checking out the weapons as they get ready for the next map. What is that? Minimal stock frame reduces bulk to assist faster.
It says it right in front of us. Plus 18% to sprint out speed.
Oh, I was just reading the thing at the top,
Me
Joe.
too. Let's just read the pros and the cons.
Yeah, so the percentages is what we were talking about earlier, and I actually didn't notice it because I think I was looking at the wrong spot. But the percentage, again, I think that's great. Like, just let me know exactly what it's tweaking, how much it's tweaking it.
Here we go. I love your stream. I'm really glad I came across it. Hey, appreciate that, Anissa. If you guys aren't
we love that.
Gas.
Yes,
chat.
I'm just live streaming on YouTube because this was a
here we go.
event, so
Back to Miami. VIP escort.
I don't even know. What's my
Bobby's
YouTube
pool at the Blackwood Motel.
I'm excited to just see how this plays out on this map. It's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, it's just completely different in size and scale, and that's
boom.
What's been cool about hopping between all these different maps and modes, just showing off the differences between these. But VIP will, yes, play very, very different here. I'm lurking through the dark alley with Ninja equipped.
I'll try to pull
sneaky
out.
as a
lot of followers on
tiger.
Twitch since I've been live.
Sneaky as a ninja.
That would have worked too. I don't think tigers are like super sneaky either. They just sort of kill.
No, I think they are.
Yeah?
Yeah, they like hunt like shit. They like creep on up. They creep on up. But here we go over to Hutchy Hutch. What's he rocking with right now? He's got a, what is that thing? Is that a
shotgun?
An AK right? Shotty?
Yeah.
I want to see the AK. And his teammates are getting smoked.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's a
Legion,
party.
Prestige.
It's a
Everyone's
party over here, Hutch. That's what's going on over here.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the party.
And Legion is the bouncer. It says, get out of here.
Yeah, well, Ghost might help. Just a reminder, the score streak's only going to be on. Get him. Someone. Okay. I was confused for a second. I thought that player was going to bleed out.
Faut m'escorter là, hein? Oh. Hey Jax, on y va.
Well, you can see already, like, a lot more fights are not happening like that mid-street, right? Like, people are in the back alleys, like, lurking behind trash bins.
I know how to play this game mode, too. Right?
Party just finished. Streets are just filled with vomit. It's Miami, man.
Okay.
People get after it.
Gotago is making plays as the VIP, the French monster.
Way over here in flank.
The big one? Yeah.
That's what everyone's trying to do.
How
like, get me to
can I go?
Yeah, get me to the outskirts of the map.
He's way over here on A side. Like, they're literally on top of
Scump
me.
is on me, so go to B. Sims got a little MP. Oh, Colette!
Oh, wait,
what?
that I thought he was going to hit
That
both,
wasn't a hit.
just
Whoa.
barely missed. Yeah, I thought maybe Colette. He hasn't hit
It's an
either of them.
alpha. There could be some
I
environment
think,
stuff.
No. That was just Symphony choking, unfortunately for him.
Gonna be in trouble.
He doesn't miss much, but when he does, it is painful.
I don't know how that didn't.
No, yeah, really doesn't.
No, not much at all.
It looks like it's on Marksman trying to clutch on up for his team. Was in a 1v4.
Ran out of ammo.
Yeah, runs out of bullets right there. 2 quick rounds to the opposing team.
Damn.
Ooh, who is this?
Yeah, exactly. A little snapper. Teep just got smoked.
Yeah, nice shots.
Wait,
As
that
the
reveals
VIP,
somebody?
you see
If
the
VIP
pistol
kills
coming
somebody,
in
it shows
clutch.
who the next one is. What it just said revealed something. Or is that because the UAV was
Maybe
up?
spy plane. Probably a spy
I
plane.
wish I understood.
Probably a spy plane.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I think you're right.
I don't understand the
Well,
rules.
that's sort of what we're saying. Like, it's
You
gonna
played
take
it for 4 minutes.
It's a new mode. New mode. You're gonna have to learn.
Okay, well now you're gonna get to understand it, Marksman.
Oh, this is the.
Some people are slow learners. Some people are fast. Tim, that's a fast learner.
Well, he typically learns where you can jump off the map quickly and where you can't.
Yes.
What's the fall damage in the game?
And we've learned you can, if you're Tim, you can fall off everywhere.
Anything and everything.
Yeah.